What are we watching? This is Victor V's. What's up, Big K? Special K? Oh, he's going for another one, though. 11 ain't enough. It's been 60 seconds, so I'm no longer a curse. I'm definitely not a curse. I'm actually calling it. He's winning this game. I'm calling it. Bro, really cut him. Where was that kid going? Like, where were you going, brother? Like, you weren't thinking you were going to get away, were you? Who am I jumping on? What's going on, folks? There we go. I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it'll do anything, but at least we're into game number 1. I don't even know who's in this game from each group, but at least everybody loaded in. We want to see Epic qualify. We want to see Quinn qualify. We want to see Art qualify. We want to see our boy Jules qualify. I think we have too many people we want to see qualify and not enough spots. He's conned. You have a drop map, rat gun? Can you throw it to me? Yo, Teeks. Is this the Teeks that we were watching in Central? Is this a whole different Teeks? I'm about to copy paste that. Copy. Paste. What the heck? Is there one in there? Nope, wasn't him. Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll pull it up after. Kappa also conned. Let's see if we got every POV. We do. Epic Whale uncontested. Whiffy. Do we like these guys? Are we watching this? Or we're going back over to Quinn probably, right? Well, I just want to watch some action while we load in. Quinn contested Demon's Dojo. Demon's Dojo in a lot of regions contested. What is it about Demon's Dojo that makes it contestable? Found a bat. There we go. Manny, Mordecai, and Zyro. Is that who they're contesting? No, it's not. Ooh, July tries to contest the actual weapon. We'll go on over in a moment. Zyro's there. First drop onto July. A little bit too early in the year for that one. Let's go. Typical gamer. Let's go. You were looking fresh today? Yo, thank you, MK. I had to take off that jacket, though, bro. I was sweating that game 5. Contested, they have the north side of Demon's Dojo. Full team has the south side. And I think that team on the south has just a little bit of a better spread. Let's pull out. Remember, win a game, you qualify. Top 5 in consistency, or top 10 actually, in consistency, are also going to qualify. Early, just split loot right now, right out of the gates. Go ahead and look at any other contested fights. Anything else going down? Whiffy might be the other one. Let's check out Crime City for a second, where Yasir was able to at least get 1 elimination so far. And that solo's going to be there. Oh, he tries to go for a quick and sneaky shot onto a full team. The shields are gone. Lindsay's the only one left with more than 50. Yasir has a little bit as well. As they scurry around on the low ground trying to get some builds. This is one of those fights where you gotta disengage. You don't have a teammate. Back on over to Quinn. Does look like they're moving closer and closer together here. A huge shield disadvantage. Pump and dump on one side. Typical Gamer and Leo getting in the same box. Leo, Sentinel pump already. Coming out. Eric's is moving back. Honky Cat's moving in. They drop down a layer. Trying to be a little bit more safe. Typical Gamer's going to hold the spot. He does have the Infiltrator. A little bit of the shields going off. Quinn, pump and dump. Trading the Infiltrator. Drops the Outlaw. They're getting pushed back further and further. Quinn almost gets the box up on the Rappy, but he takes a big fire out. Playing outside of the box now, but quickly gets right back in. Reunites with the team. I want to see Quinn do some damage with the plasma. He gets sprayed in on the other side. Scanner goes down. Quinn is trying to play outside of the box, but that third-party team towards the north. Both of them are going to drop. Typical Gamer now stuck by himself. He needs a miracle here to survive, and he doesn't get granted that miracle. He goes down. That third-party team, Fusion. Kai? We're going to call him Kai unless somebody tells me otherwise. Koji and Clixie. Oh, no. Game 1 gone. Hey, but you can, I think you can mess up 2 games. Maybe West, it's a little bit, you know, else, but I know you can mess up 2 games. Go Z-Link here. Salt Lover pushing towards the top. Arc School Salco moving back towards Shiny Shafts on top of the mountain. Try to see what's happening over here. Clubs, Prime, Hacha, Pepotron, Bananas there towards the outside. They're getting that extra angle here as Larkos is going to open up, land a couple shots. The Surge Clubs is there as well. I'm not sure if he knows Clubs is there. Prime is the one he obviously landed the shots on. I was going to say, this is a pushable situation. So I like the idea of him disengaging on out. We'll check on Jules in a moment. How do you know? Oh, crap. What the heck just happened? Where does Jules land? All right, let's check the loot. Oh, they're landing Rainbow Field, which means they have Drum Gun. Slig Jules Chicken landing Rainbow Field. Arc School Salco. Let's take a look at this. Quad Dinked. All right, we'll see if we can make an assessment here. A guesstimation. I'm surprised they don't... What's up, Swept? I'm surprised they don't land. What's up, Beaver, by the way? Like, on the train. What's up, A? They're still fighting towards the north. All right, let's see what we can see here. Well, we see no HP. We see 7 seconds before he goes down. He's not trying to make a play, so he's going to get dropped. Why is he Jake the Dog, Clubs? Picotron obviously gets the knock notification. Prime goes down as well. Zone doing a lot of the damage here. They weren't really able to loot up. 360 from Clubs. He's got to be a controller player, right? That was just a slow turnaround. All right, let's see who else. Let's see who else. Did School win or not? Yeah, they're alive. Are they contested? Clugs towards the north. Alex towards the north. They're going to go ahead and get the van. Let's go ahead and check this fight out. Might not even be a fight. One team probably is in Black Market. One team's on top of Black Market. Well, they have no elims and they are alive. We didn't know they were contested, so we didn't watch it out of the gates. We got the drop map late. Let's continue to see. We're all around right now. Epic Whale towards the top. Let's do a little bit of a loot check. Have a scanner. They were able to get the magic mosses. They have the exotic hollow twister. Oh, then they split. If it's Yagvir conning arc, then they split. Trezzy and Retro towards the outside. They're doing this armored vehicle, and Trezzy, Retro, and Chase trading shots with the teammate up above. Probably not wanting to push up on the armored vehicle overall. That is going to continue to go to Z-Link and Act and Epic Whale. Doesn't matter if they're out in the open. There's no teams that are feeling good enough to push over and contest it. Diego's here. Subscript towards the bottom. Continue looking down. You're seeing a lot of these teams. Defiable over on the other side. Let's check them out. Defiable, Xeno, and I believe Zuki's, right? Beastie, Zexlo, and Dimension. What's up, Ink? Good shots. Xeno taking an angle. Nice quick shots firing in. Larkos gets another down. Don't know where Larkos actually did get that knockout. But he was able to quickly clean it up with Banana. Oh my god, Xeno just ran him down. Stole his lunch money just like that. Oh no. Yo, thank you, Josh. Bro just ran his pocket. Lunch money gone. No cookie after school. Better have fun with the milk that you get at lunch, because you're not going to be able to get no extra snacks as Xeno runs another one down. Zexlo getting sidelined, caught off guard. Game number 1 is Beast. He's seen me the last one left. He tries to make his way out, but he gets taken down by Defiable. Yeah, Lottie, bro, he got his lunch money taken. Diallo. Yasir, Flinty. Going on over towards the black market. Yasir's got to know the other team is... Hello? Hello? Okay. Epic, yeah, he landed Lone Wolf, rotated towards the black market and the armored truck just north of where they're at. So again, 3 or 4 teams, or 3 teams actually here. One's on top, one's inside the black market, and one just kind of disengaged on out. Xenon, Row, A1, Alex, just outside of Brutal Boxcars. You see School, Salco, and Arc inside of a bush. Epic Whale driving nearby. Check out the Rainbow Field, where I do believe Jules should still be at. And he's going to be the one taking control of the drum gun. You think it's a mass zone? I mean, yeah. No spoils, please. No spoils. If you're watching from their stream, they're 8 minutes ahead, so please no spoils. That's all I ask. Okay, okay. Who do we want to watch that's rotating in from the north? Epic Will still taking the armored vehicle in. You're seeing how easy of a rotation it is for them. Unfortunate. What a view. What a view. Whose stream is 8 minutes ahead? Anybody that's streaming, if that makes sense. So replays have an 8-minute delay. So if you're watching, for example, Epic Whale, he's going to be 8 minutes ahead. But I don't know who has a delay and who doesn't. So that's why I'm just kind of pre-warning. B-Cam, maybe next time. Source, Thoric, hate money? What the heck? We didn't see the beginning, Source. Guy. He fell out, bro. He fell out the back. Sorry, I was just liking that view. They rotate all the way over towards the edge. Retro, Chase, Trezzy rotating down. Top 27 right now. Try to see who else is still alive. Xenon's towards the outside. Honky Cat's moving in. More teams coming in from the north. The Bible and them have so much position towards the south. And it does look like Arc School Salco might be trying to push up onto one of these teams. Any notable teams down early? Quinn, my favorite streamer. Small Z goes down. One second. I have Wrestlemania on the side. Did anybody catch that AJ Styles won that match? Sorry, I'm just replying back to my wife. All at the same time. Arc School Saga. One of my favorite teams to watch here. Because of how aggressive they're getting, or they like to get. Oh, one's on the left. He quickly gets the wall to block him off. A little bit safe play coming out from Arc right now, just making sure to stay calculated. How does he know that guy's there? That guy's been crouching the whole time. Ryan up above. Crimson's there. A full trio on the mountain on the other side. Waiting for the moment to break in. Ryan goes for a chop onto the build, but he lands that good shot. It's not going to be a massive game changer. In fact, Crimson lands a little bit of a better one. School takes the top approach. Arc goes down. He's trapped. His full team leaves him. But they really had no other choice. They get on top of this mountain, and now they gotta wait. Let that team bypass him. They're gonna have to go back for that reboot card if they have any hope to try to get him back into the game. Salt Lover, Teak, Beppo visiting the black market. There is gonna be a team just outside. You see her, Flinty and Diegalo. Coughs, Chris, and Yagvir. Bro, we get Arik with the sub! Thank you. W, brother. Toffs, Chris, and Yagvir. Split shiny shafts. Flinty's here, moving towards Crime City. They got to be very, very calculated. The zone is kind of closing up, and even if they make their rotation in, all these teams on the side will have priority, elevation advantage. So it's not going to be easy as they drop onto Sudscript. They see his teammate trying to run away. Cops has the gold splash effect. They immediately close the gap, and they get the eliminations. They take that team down, send them back to the lobby. Game 1, a great start for them considering the split loot. What's up, Drizzy? Sats? Malzy's power went out. Where's he from? Tell him to drive on over. We could do a live watch party. He can play at the setup. Cops, Chris, and Yagvir, though. Basically able to kind of wipe the team. They know somebody else is nearby, so they're going to start their rotation on out. And like I said, this is where it gets tricky because unless the zone pulls off this mountain, everybody here is going to be able to stay where they're at currently. Come to the next. Salco School still here. They have Menmis smokes, 2 of them, so they are going to be able to stay very, very long in the zone. Here, shout out Brad. What's digital? Don't you have like a name that I'm not going to recognize? I swear his name isn't one that I recognize in game. Who is down below? 3 splashes, Menmis smokes. Oh, that's your name. Okay. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I think last time you had a different name, and I didn't know it was you until the end of the tournament, essentially. Flix takes down Zafu. Zafu plays in the stream sometimes, bro. We want to see Zafu perform. Oh my god, was that real? Yeah, that was it. 100%. So they are going to get Arc back in. They are going to be able to get Arc back in the game. Epico is still rotating off the side of the mountain. Zeno Defiable Zuki's taking what's up above on the island. Checking on Jules, being able to kind of make it in. And if they wanted to, they can visit the black market. Remember, this is a team that lands over here. They're able to get the black market early on, but Jules gets tagged up. The rest of the team is a few meters away, trying to close the distance. Jules is going to backtrack along with Chicken. Kind of alleviating some of that pressure, letting that team know, hey, if you're going to jump in our box, then it's going to be for a reason. As Art gets back up. Quickly down by Gaia Eden. But it's not going to matter. They are going to get that res. He is going to get back into the game. He will have a second chance to make things work. But let's check their surge. Ooh, 146 below. It's all or nothing on this team on the other side. Arc doesn't even make it across. It's the original team. I do believe they got the elimination. Salco goes down as well. It's really all pressure onto Skull. He needs an elimination quick for the Siphon. Drops down a little bit of fall damage. Crimson follows, and he takes down Skull. Him, Arc, and Salco will go down early in game number 1. Yo, TJ, who won? The AJ Styles win. Uh-oh, what's going down over here? Salt Lover's down. Peopotron's trying to stay alive. Koz is on the other side along with Hezi. Hezi's the one that goes down. Mender goes down. Koza goes down as well. Logan won. I'm so angry, bro. Oh, the big mini. The big mini. I heard it not only gives you 25 shield, but it gives you a little bit of confidence when you get the big mini. Bro, Brisket, please. Thank you for the follow. Don't make me hungry now. 181. NATO, Chris, Falco. I believe they're kind of down below that current position. They were the ones that got that first elimination on that team, and now they're 174 above the damage threshold. Take a look around the lobby. 573, 2 eliminations. For most of this time, they have not really had to rotate around up until now, but they're so close. And not too many teams threatening this side of the map. It's going to be an easy rotation for them. Merge further back. It's going to be Alex, Rowe, and Xenon. 247 above the damage threshold. So not necessarily going to have to stress too much about Storm Surge, or at least not in the zone. Mazega, Abel, Washi, Joshi. That's got to be Joshi. Extra med kits. They can kind of bunker down here and camp in the zone. If any other team sneaks their way down, that might be a play. Snowtron, Gaiden, and Ryantron take a sip. Trying to get the most out of that med mist smoke. Waiting. Last possible second. Right now, they are getting pressured by multiple teams here in this side of the zone. It has not opened up just yet. Braden, Banana, Larcos is going to be one of them. Dealing most of that damage, even more further and further back. They're doing it as well. But the zone is going to open up. They use a lot of their hard mats. They overbuild, but they get themselves a nice safe location towards the backside of the zone where they know not a lot of teams are currently positioned at. As we continue to look around the Labo, Lux is going to go down. He quickly gets taken out. Mazega and their trio are the ones doing a lot of that damage and a lot of the heavy lifting. Oh, but the tables have turned. They get focused from inside of the zone yet again. They're going to have to go for this revive. They got a few seconds to make it happen. 2 tick on that zone is going to morph to a much dangerous spot here. But the med mist smoke's going down. They have the scanner as well. And they finally pick up that elimination on Deluxe. To Siphon doubling up for one of these players. And they're 346 above the damage threshold as Surge begins to activate. They can survive this situation. They'll be good, but they find another elimination onto Albert. No, Albert goes down. Albert. Anybody but Alb. Inside of the zone already. You've seen a lot of the teams here. Z-Link goes down. We're trying to find a little bit more of that action. Some teams still trying to make it in. Peopletron being one of them. Epic Whale, his teammate gets knocked down. He's trying to save the day. Get the revive. Full trio trying to break their way in. Yagvir, Kops, and Chris. All 3 of them trying to use brute force to work their way into the box, but they don't find success. The revive is going to be completed. And that's going to give them a second chance to get back on up. They have splashes. They have the Chug Jug to pass around. But there is a little bit of lacking mobility, but they do have the bold splashes to try to speed things up. A far rotation, and many teams trying to rotate on by. Epic Whale is going to be the one to try to lead the charge. He's the one without a lot of that mobility, so really relying on the team to back him up when he needs it most. Over 438 above the damage threshold. Still getting targeted almost every step of the way. Peopletron is going to be a solo. Probably lacks Surge without teammates. It's going to be very, very hard to come by, especially without risking your situation throughout the day. Snowtron gets another elimination. Epic Whale still trying to find their way in. They've just gone through every step of their resources. Try to find anything that they can. As Jules already positioned inside of the zone. This is literally his drop spot. So my eyes are going to be glued to them to see if they can turn this into a victory royale, advance to the finals, or at the very minimum, maybe even pick up the top 5 with some eliminations. Slick looking out one side, trying to cover as much ground as possible. Z-Link and Epic Whale. Zone pushes towards the north. You see a lot of the resources being split. And that's simply because Epic Whale needs those splashes, a primary source for his rotation. Who else is still going to be left alive? Eric's Monkey Cat stuck outside of zone. Med Mist Smoke goes down. Cannot play the hero because teammate quickly gets cleaned up. You see her. Flinty. They're trying to move on this side as well. That's Coop, another team that they're pushing in on. Zafu as well. As that full trio disengages, changes layers altogether. They don't want to get stuck behind enemy lines. Defiable, Xeno, Zukis. And the elevation begins for them as they work their way up towards the front side of the zone. One team is going to be around them, but not a team that they feel like is too much of a threat. Trying to find where Snowtron is at because they've been getting a couple knocks. He's gotten 2 eliminations. Make it 3 and 4 as both of those eliminations outside of the zone get cleaned up. As we continue to look around, they are the ones that are the first team on the high ground. Nobody really has a chance to contest him just yet. Another knock towards the side. You're seeing second height already beginning to position themselves. Snowtron looking all the way deep towards the edge to make sure that they don't get snuck up on, don't get taken down any bit easier than any before. Sends Grease stuck towards the backside of the zone, down 21 below the damage threshold. And the lobby is stacked. That's not good, and it gets even worse as Grease goes down as well. That's a lot of pressure here as a solo, but at least his teammate is doing a good job of trying to crawl his way into the zone, at least giving Zenz an opportunity to get the revive, which he is going to find success on. Big pots, one splash. It's not going to leave Grease in a healthy situation by any means. The Z-Link goes down yet again. Rose still alive. Zuki's and Zeno. That's their 5th elimination that they're able to clean up. Still looking around. Who's still left alive? Another duo down below on the low ground. Good portion of the team getting a good spot here in towards the zone, but sends Grease falling further and further below the damage threshold. Game number 1 for them is quickly turning into a nightmare, and they're hoping to wake up for it soon, but Jules goes down. Zeno gifts them elimination, and Sens now has a second shot at life here. Only picking up the splashes and loses his teammate once more. How many times can Sens be the hero in this situation? A ton of materials, over 700. Still getting pressured from all around. Zuki's defiable. Zeno trying to make their way towards the front side of the zone. Sens still up above, trying to make something happen here in the second half of this game. Snowtron, Aiden, Flicks. They get contested. They get chopped down. All of that material they've invested up into this point, out the window just like that. As they find themselves in a peculiar situation here as a duo, still trying to stay alive. Manny, they use that as an opportunity with high ground getting chopped and contested. They're going up, over. Darts was trying to make a play, but instantly gets shut down. Mordecai, Zyro, Manny, full control over this game on the high ground. Snowtron trying to do what he can. Ryan-tron as well. They reunite into the same box. Keen and Dart, they were at least trying to contest height for a moment before everything turned sideways. Got flipped upside down. Yagvir down below. Even though they split the loot right out of the drop, they're trying to make something of this game. Top 11 situation as he runs down another one before getting taken down by Zuki's. Everybody diving deep to the backside of the zone, trying to get the mats, trying to get the resources. Slick and Chicken stuck as a duo. They find that opportunity to get damaged, but they can't clean up any of that loot. No bounce back of the zone either. Row goes down. Keen pop right in front. A certain surprise for them. Not a ton of material, but hey, it's at least something. Keep themselves looking strong. Even Chicken finding something on the Sens. That's double eliminations when they need it most. Top 5 situation. Zyro, Mordecai, Manny have not looked down, have not looked back. They don't want to drop down, or at least not too early. Alex, he has the mythic one pump. One great shot can turn things around, but now it's Zeno that has the hot hands. Able to change it, pick up the mythic, but at least he's moving his way towards the front side of the zone. Cuts off a path off the other side. This is his chance. He can surprise anybody here, including Chicken and Slick, and he misses that first shot. A disastrous effort. 40 HP to recoup here with the Chug Jug and the Splash. The second one's going to be used. Everybody fighting for scraps here. Chicken and Slick down below, just trying to hide, recycle as much as possible. Mordecai, Zyro, Manny, full control over their destiny. They're the only trio left alive in a 3v2 situation, and it is going to be Slick and Chicken ready to take the challenge, but Chicken goes down. Not much of a challenge it is going to be for them as they find themselves in a 3v1 situation. The drop down is going to begin. The cleanup comes through on the outside. Manny scrambles around on the low ground. Mordecai goes down. That's a big find for Slick. A chance to survive here. Gets the siphon, using it to try to travel outside of the zone, but it's not going to be able to pick up the HP because he got the elimination just a little bit too quick before he took damage. Now the spray is going to come in from high ground, but Slick, with that refresh, he's able to stay alive, play defensive just a little bit longer, but they continue to drop down, put pressure from all angles. Slick trying to break his way out of the box, and as soon as he does, he gets taken down by Manny, Mordecai, and Zyro, who has just advanced to the FNCS Finals. Hey, Jules second, but at least he picked up, what, 65 plus points, depending on, no, that 65 is a win. Shot, A disastrous effort. 40 HP to recoup here with the Chug Jug and the Splash. The second one's going to be used. Everybody fighting for scraps here. Chicken and Slick down below. Just trying to hide, recycle as much as possible. Mordecai, Zyro, Manny, full control over their destiny. The only trio left alive in a 3v2 situation. And it is going to be Slick and Chicken ready to take the challenge. But Chicken goes down. Not much of a challenge it is going to be for them as they find themselves in a 3v1 situation. The drop down is going to begin. The cleanup comes through on the outside. Manny scrambles around on the low ground. Mordecai goes down. That's a big find for Slick. A chance to survive here. Gets the siphon, using it to try to travel outside of the zone, but it's not going to be able to pick up the HP because he got the elimination just a little bit too quick before he took damage. Now the spray is going to come in from high ground. But Slick, with that refresh, he's able to stay alive, play defensive just a little bit longer, but they continue to drop down, put pressure from all angles. Slick trying to break his way out of the box, and as soon as he does, he gets taken down by Manny, Mordecai, and Zyro, who has just advanced to the FNCS Finals.
Don't blame me. I realized I was talking and I wasn't even on the right screen. Close the door.
Can't slow down the gravy train, let me tell you guys. Can't slow down the gravy. You guys watching? Like, I gotta have one ear off. I need to listen to Austin 316. Baddest man on the planet. I'm glad you guys like that replay. Glad you guys got your predictions in for the next one. 82% of the vote going to Epic, Enact, and Z-Link. A couple teams getting literally zero love. One little steal opportunity for Kyle, as we make sure everybody's kind of loaded in for the most part, is going to be towards the north side of the map. So we are going to watch the typical gamer Quinn and Leo fight right out of the gates. Hold on, I'm trying to turn Wrestlemania up just a little bit louder. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hear Stone Cold Steve Austin. All right, running around, trying to grab the loot. Let's do a loot check. Only 2 shots. Somebody grab the amp. Can we drop Typical Gamer some ammo, please? They are gonna make grands. I don't guarantee things very much, right? But this, my friends, is a Jacob PR guarantee. Couple of our other contested fights. Is this one actually contested is what I want to know. No, it is not. Got a split over towards Shiny Shaft. Something we missed in game 1. Being able to watch it play out. Splitting a little bit of the loot. Do you think this has anything to do with them? Aren't they friends? Oh, we got Traintron. All of them get in the train, the server room, the guaranteed loot. Did he actually go into the server room there? Do we have every POV? Okay. Quinn and them moving towards the south. Already a knock on the Banana. Chase, Retro, and Trezzy. Kind of moving in. Contested over towards Flooded Frogs. Leoa? Riot and Ryan is what I'm guessing. Over towards Flooded. Check who else is going to be around. Pipotron towards the north. Mender grabbing the armored van. Smallsy over here cooping them. At least all got Sentinel pumps. See Flinty, Yasir, and Diegalo. Oh, they're trying to jump onto one. They do have the right idea of where he went, but they just need to be able to check behind him, and they do just in time, but he's doing a good job of slipping his way outside of those builds. He's trying to figure out a way out. Teammates aren't necessarily closing the distance to help him out at all. In fact, one of them is running away. Yeah, we'll check that out in a second. Mosses. Lux, Albert, and Centro. Let's go, Albert. He's turning around, trying to run away again. Okay. Oh, Yagir just took out one. They're pushing on over. It was uncontested. It looked like they were splitting, going their separate ways. But now they're trying to find their way back. Oh, this would be terrible if Arc, Skull, and Salco go down yet again. That's two not good games. Arc gets snuck up on. Yagir doing a good job landing the damage. Fruit sprays into the bush. Gets the cleanup onto Skull. And they know one player is already there, and that's Salco trying to make a way on out. Create some distance, but now they're just trapped, sandwiched between two different trios here. This is a situation I would not wish on anybody at all. Uh-oh. Even Koz is there. Scanner goes down. He's trying to throw it as far as possible. It is going to give him some revealing information to Salco right across. That scan's going to go off. He's breaking through the builds with the plasma. Koz is on the other side, taking shots on trio to trio. Epic is not con, D. It was fake news. We're also watching Wrestlemania on the side, and I do believe Cody Rhodes versus John Cena is coming out. Epic Whale making his way on over to the black market. Nobody's really fighting these box fights. This is the closest fight that we are going to have so far. Because these two teams probably separated. One... Never mind. Never mind. Gosh, I was hoping he got away with that, bro. I was hoping he got out of that alive, bro. That would have been great. Bro. Alright, so one team on top of black market. One team underneath the black market. Uh-oh. Salco went down. I feel bad for Arc. Bro, that would have been the greatest escape ever. Oh, Arc's dead. They go down. They go down again. Hey, everybody on this side of the map needs Surge Biscuit. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, that they were the ones trapped in the middle. If it was anybody else, same thing probably happens. Albert making his way out of Magic Mosses, while Inact, Epic, and Z-Link make their way in towards Magic Mosses. Benefiting the most because Lone Wolf Lair, they get the dill bits, and now they have the Mythic Collateral AR. Launchpad in the center of the field, extra med miss smoke. $23 splashes between them all. 23. Uh-oh. Trace, Retro, and Trezzy. Gotta watch out. They're on the hunt to try to get Surge. Retro spots out Inact first. Lands a good couple of shots. Backs him down. Waits for the rest of his team. Try to push up in this position. That way they don't have to waste the splashes. Big Pots first. What's up, OTAC? How you doing? Nah, you couldn't. I think on West, you might be able to mess up 2 games. And then have 3 decent games. What is... relevant teams? I mean, this is one of them. Arc, Skull, and Salco are dead. That's another. Who else? Let's go check on Jules real quick. See what the Surge is looking like for them. Guys, John Cena's coming out, guys. I have to play it. I have to play it. He's coming out. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's coming out, baby. Let's go. 17-time world champion. Okay, who'd you say to watch? I was looking for him. Yo, Seeks with the follow. Seeks. Shout out to you. Agrees is fighting. Is he up here? No, he's not. Trezzy's getting pushed back. Full trio on trio action here. Epic Will's going to have to slow things down yet again. I don't see another fight going down. Maybe he's fighting on the actual stream, but maybe it's over as well. 11 months, dude. It was bots. It's all good, brother. I love the passion. I love the excitement. The willingness to go above and beyond. Zanax just trying to put pressure. And the more pressure he puts down, that allows for Z-Link to be able to safely heal on up. You're seeing in between heals, he's trying to put pressure back down, face, make them waste a lot of the builds down below. Epic Will's able to heal up as well. The side angle, again, does not have that mobility. It's part of their game plan. A little bit of extra heals really can go a long way. As Zanax continues to fight his way down little by little, but gets tagged up yet again. He's going to choose to disengage on out. Splash is coming down, and they're actually going to go ahead and make their way back on over to the black market. Re-up with the gold, and reassess the situation from here on out. Let's take a look. Who else is still alive? We got something going down at Hopeful. I agree, Frozen. I usually want everybody to get a point in grabs. Jagger got an elim onto somebody. Oof. Just gets tagged up deeper and deeper into the zone. His teammates trying to move back as well, but it's Aku, Vluxed, and Yusuf. They're going to go for the quick cleanup. Let's go take a look at Quinn. Quinn, typical gamer, and Leo. Just fighting around for scraps right now. Luckily, if they could make their way into Seaport, I do believe there should be a good amount of loot left behind. Is it good loot? Might be a different story. But at least that gives them an opportunity to find something. Uh-oh. Making their way in. All of them are starting to crouch right now. Already in zone. Not too many teams from the north that are going to spot them out and third party this. This is only game number 2, so there's plenty of game to play out. Oof, they just keep pouncing. At least one of their teammates did get away, so if they all go down here, they got a chance for the reboot to come into play. Bucks continuing to match the high ground. Persuasion, his fusion goes down. His teammates already way out, but only one med miss smoke. That's going to be the worrisome part. There's no way Z-Link is down. Yeah, I was about to say. Looking around, trying to figure out, maybe find some fights right now. Top 29 situation. Here's Trezzy up towards the top. We got Alex, Rowe, and Xenon covering a lot of this area in the center of the map where the Brutal Boxcar's at. Some on the side of the mountain. Watching a lot of these teams rotate in, refarm. And then both Rowe and Xenon on each side of the mountain overall, just trying to cover more ground, get Surge. That way they can freely rotate in. Solemn, we don't have a drop map link set up because, well, we don't have one. I mean, we kind of do, but we don't. What's up, King of all trades? Albert is right there. Where's Albert? Where's Alb? Alb. Albert! Who is Albert? Does anybody know who Albert actually is? Hi, Albert. I'm Jacob. Lux is here as well. 3 points. Centro down below. They kind of landed near the Magic Moss's black market. That's why you see the exotic Chug Jug. 400 HP or shield up for grabs. Marlon, thank you for the follow. And again, Seeks. Again, Seeks. Thank you for the subscription. You know where Salco is dropping? Yeah, Shiny Shaft split drop. They're already eliminated in this game. I just don't understand, why are we in zone for so long? Fight after fight after fight. Almost makes you wonder, are they looking for the elimination and the fight? Water Sprite goes down, quickly picked back on up, waiting for the charge to recharge, get a second use. Or maybe a second charge if they're able to pass a shrine as the gold splashes are coming out. They're literally mirroring right behind this team and even taking a little bit of elevation. And Act is going to be the first one in. Starts the charge, breaks on over, gets the piece control first, and that is Ticotron that gets dropped in the blink of an eye. He goes down. Pepotron follows him to the Shadow Realm, but Z-Link's going to go down. They're trying to fight back the best they can. Luckily for Enact that him and Epic Whale converge into the same box. They grab the body of Z-Link and they try to bring it back. That way they can try to get the double revive on him quicker, start to heal up, because they know this rotation into the zone is going to get worse and worse and worse. The further and further it does pull away. Salt Lover feeling the same thing. He's just trying to disengage. We've already seen players try to come back and get their teammates into the game, not just this weekend, but Group 1 last weekend for Central and EU. But right now he is just getting hounded. He is just getting like a predator in the desert right now. Enact dropping down, trying to utilize the Medmis smoke from Salt Lover, letting his teammates close the gap. A true 2v1 situation, and he's going to continue to fire off into the box. Salt Lover goes down without even firing a shot back at Enact there. What's up, Vorks? Is that V-Vorks? Is that my teammate for next season? Yo, congratulations for making finals. Remember, it's not about how you qualified. It's the fact that you qualified. You win nothing. First or 30th through group stages is all the same. Kind of staggering themselves back. Only 377 above the damage threshold. Flicks. Silence pistol. This is Ryan Tron, a.k.a. Yeah, this is just kind of how the game plays with there's an overabundance of heals, the black markets, and Siphon back. Everybody's just trying to rotate their way in. Try to look at who else is going to be left. On top of the island is going to be Defiable Zeno and Zookies, a.k.a. James Rugg. They made it deep into that last game. Their first place so far after one on the consistency leaderboard. Obviously not the overall one. 827 damage above the threshold. Not necessarily the worst spot for them to be in as Fusion goes down. Teammate goes down as well. Not sure if that was a full-on wipe, but it does seem like it is coming to fruition. There might be one player that's still alive here as a solo, but a whole nother team begins to approach. That's July. They went down early in game one, contested at pump power, and they're really trying to make up for it. A 0-point game is all fine and dandy. You can go ahead and get at least maybe a 70-point game, a 60-point game to really make up for it. As Albert just kind of hunkers down in this spot on the zone. Clixie is that solo that we saw, 348 below the damage threshold. He's trying to return back to his teammate's reboot card, but it almost is going to be a non-factor because even with it, he doesn't have the damage necessary to survive backtracking into the zone as he fires that first shot and eventually goes down to Centro. Is there much surge on West to like 6-8? West has always been, you know, I would say more so around 5th zone on average. 6th zone. It's one of those regions that does kind of die out a little bit quicker at times. Honky, the rest of the team trying to make their way in. Trezzy is going to be down. Chase by himself using the med kit, but he is below the damage threshold. Nope. Never mind. No, he's not. More teams getting picked up towards the outside of the zone. Chicken. Extra empty slots. Jules. One splash. One med miss smoke. Slick. It seems like the only med kit in his inventory quickly going to be used. Oof, such a tough situation. But I feel like they've come back from worse before. Just pressing one button, trying to look around the lobby. They have splashes. So realistically, they can hold their ground here, but you do not want to waste the only HP that you have realistically as they try to backtrack. Maybe they can try to get something from those fishing spots, so that way they don't have to use it as Braid and Larko's legendary banana. Trying to target out Epic, Z-Link, and an Act are rotating outside of the zone. They're trying to go towards the closed part of the zone right now. They have the extra heals, and they're going to wait for it to open up. You see a few other teams kind of doing that same thing. Oh my god, and the Storm Sickness warning all simultaneously. There's too much damage going out. Double Storm Sickness for an Act as well. 570 damage above the threshold, and it's going to mean absolutely nothing as two of them get taken out in the blink of an eye. Z-Link now has to have a heroic effort here for the team, because I don't think they had a very, very good placement in game number 1. They went down in 14th place with 2 eliminations. 14th in game 1, which means for 2 games, they're realistically not going to have much to show for it. Trying to figure out where my favorite team is at. I don't see them alive, though, so it almost makes me wonder if they did go down. I do not see Typical Gamer and Quinn, but I do now. Crisp goes down. The good luck charm as we tune into Quinn getting the first knock of this fight. Rest of the team, I don't think they were able to really push in and get the loot. Chris' body was going to be grabbed by his teammates. It does look like they're going to look for a double res. But Quinn playing a little bit confident, breaks on over, gets the elimination onto Chris. You see they're lacking a lot of materials here. Z-Link trying to stay alive as solo. He's going to be positioned on the right. They might know he's there because Quinn is trying to break his way in, especially since they're no longer in zone. And they see right through you. Man, that's a big elimination for them as they're able to pick up the loot. Double med kits, materials, minis, and an elevated position here in towards the zone as they find top 20 so far in this lobby, and they're just going to take a break here on this rotation, let their sprint heal up, let them heal up overall, then they're going to start booking it towards the zone. Keembot darts 50 above, couple quick landed shots coming out from darts. It's going to get them 90 above, still looking for opportunities outside of the window. Ryan, Tron, Snow, Aiden. This is a team for this season from Division 3 West to Division 2 to Division 1 to the play-ins to the group stages. If they can somehow make it to the finals, they would have hit for almost the cycle here on the season. Literally going through everything here. Just outside of the zone, waiting for it to bounce up and see if they're going to get above the threshold, but they find themselves 123 below. Storm Surge beginning to dictate yet another game and game plan as Quinn and Leo take down Jules. A big find for them. Unfortunate circumstances for Jules, but Slick Chicken, we've seen them clutch up that last game. Just need to figure out how to channel that same type of performance as Quinn, Leo, Typical Gamer, rotating towards the outside. It's their turn to try to make it their way in towards the zone. They cannot keep that pressure up on the side of Aiden, Ryan, and Snow. They have to start to rotate the zone themselves, and it is going to be Ryan beginning to lead the charge. But you see what is happening right now. There's not a lot of ammo to go around. Actually, no, there is. Snow, yo, drop some ammo, bro. Breaking into the box, free piece, no choice. Diagalo, Flinty is here. On the other side, quickly trying to move the group way into the box, but they become a focus for a short moment. They're forced to back down, not really able to accumulate any of that surge in this situation. No, Clicks will not do bad in Grands. I don't think he wins, but I don't think he'll do bad either. They're still looking for it. They get it. The free edit yet again, diving their way in. Mazega's going to get taken down first. Guy Aiden finds that one and puts them above the damage threshold. Big finds for them. And they're not too far off from zone yet again. Thousands, almost 3,000 mats, but from one zone to the next, active Storm Surge, 17 below the threshold. Every 7 seconds, they will take a 25 tick of damage until they make their way up that threshold. And there is another find by Ryan. Moment after moment here. When the pressure is on, he's ready to shine bright like a star. 394 now above the damage threshold. really changing things up and turning this game around. And now he finds his position towards the front side of the zone yet again. Not a far journey for them, but one that they're going to make proudly. Yagbeer, Chris, or to say Koffs, Chris is no longer there. They're floating around the furthest outside of the zone right now. They have a long journey to make. Double utility. They're splitting what little resources they actually do have left between the two. And then in the back of their mind, they have to worry about Storm Surge if they don't land any shots from here on out. The next couple of zones is Rowe targeting towards the outside. They run past darts. They're trying to find any bit of crevice in towards the zone. And so far, it's working out beautifully for them. They're not only able to find a spot, but they elevate themselves off of that low ground, away from all the madness. Zexlo, Beastie, Dimension, Narcos, and Brayden. They're a duo. Yasir, Flinty. Oh my god, they just get ripped apart by Ryan Tron again. Why did we switch POVs? Wow, he is just running them down right now. And now they are 400 above. Another team beginning to approach. But immediately they start their rotation. Don't really have to worry about that team. They sacrifice a little bit of HP to try to make their way towards the outside. Once again, Ryan Tron leading the pack here. Not even really looking towards that high ground, or at least not just yet. They're keeping their focus here on this rotation. Rightfully so. Ellie, Tenley, Remy, they're on the high ground, and they're pressuring any team that looks like their second height down below. Multiple teams rotating on by. Yagveer's finally going to get dropped, leaving his teammate here with all the pressure in the world to try to make something happen as a solo. Zeno, Defiable towards the outside. Once again, they find themselves in front of all this mess. As Ryan Tron takes a big damage, trying to target out that high ground. All three of them are chopping it out little by little. And this is where they find that success. Everybody gets dropped down to height. At least a layer that's a little bit more manageable to contest here. And I don't even know if they have the material to rebuild in this situation. Nobody really feeling strong here as we look to the front side of the zone. Dala, Haju, they're doing what they can and trying to keep themselves intact as a duo. It might not be the best situation, but at least it's something they can hang on proud to as they find two more eliminations. Siphon is keeping Dala alive. Him, Haju, reuniting with Clux towards the front side of the zone, but they got to be careful because now Storm Sickness warning here is going off. They cannot take too much time in towards the zone. Trying to find Defiable, Zeno, Zuki's here as well. Quinn leading the charge with Leo and Gamer following behind, but they're quickly running out of builds. Quinn takes a big shot. He has to cower down low to the low ground, separate himself from the rest of his team. Quickly finds his way back. They have no other choice but to stagger for as long as possible, but I think Dala sees him out. He's trying to run toward the front. Haju as well. Leo's going to get taken down. The cutback for the zone. He bites off a little bit more than he can chew. Quinn, the same thing, but he's cowering back, trying to make the right play. Leo, for somehow, some way, surviving with 5 HP in a dream, and he's dreaming big here. Big plays for them and a huge turnaround after going down off of spawn in game number 1. Top 6, and they're still looking strong. But up above, no one has had a chance to contest them as they find another elimination on a Defiable. Taking down another player that was on a healthy trio down below. Who can clean it up, though? They're waiting for the Siphon Mounts. They're waiting as long as possible. The Menmis smoke goes down. Trying to buy a little bit more time. Maybe some placement points to be gifted as they continue to put down, rain down hell and brimstone from above. Snow finds his third elimination. Ryan finds his third elimination. 4 more for the other two on the other side. And now they're in a 3v2 situation. Zeno and Zukis versus Ryan, Aiden, and Snow. They're ready to do everything that they can this season from Division 3 all the way to the FNCS Finals, but I might have spoke too soon. Snow goes down. Ryan tries to go to the outside of zone, taking some damage. The bait and switch. Aiden doing what he can, but they've now been overtaken on the high ground. A quick slide into the zone. Zeno goes down. It's Zuki's by himself, but he's not ready for the challenge as Ryan, Aiden, and Snow advance to the FNCS Finals. That first shot messed up our replay, but you know, it's okay. We messed up our replay, but it's okay. How's Ryan doing? Which Ryan? Because I think we just know which Ryan. I just want to say shout out Ryan for no spoilers. I thought you were in here typing. I thought you were in here typing because you were going to go down. Payout prediction. still in it. We got Haju still in it. We got Kyle with the gifted sub to Ryan Tron, the VIP grand finalist from Division 1. From Division 3 to Division. Cody Rhodes trying to make it to the ropes. Can he kick out? Cody, it's going to be all up to you, brother. It's going to be all up to you. He's inches away from the ropes. His last bit of energy. Oh, no. John's going to do it again. He pulls him away from the ropes. One top 6, and they're still looking strong. But up above, no one has had a chance to contest them as they find another elimination on a Defiable. Taking down another player that was on a healthy trio down below. Who can clean it up, though? They're waiting for the Siphon match. They're waiting as long as possible. The Menma Smoke goes down. Trying to buy a little bit more time. Maybe some placement points to be gifted as they continue to put down, rain down hell and brimstone from above. Snow finds his 3rd elimination. Ryan finds his 3rd elimination. 4 more for the other 2 on the other side. And now they're in a 3v2 situation. Zeno and Zookies versus Ryan, Aiden, and Snow. They're ready to do everything that they can this season from Division 3 all the way to the FNCS Finals, but I might have spoke too soon. Snow goes down. Ryan tries to go to the outside of zone, taking some damage. The bait and switch. Aiden doing what he can, but they've now been overtaken on the high ground. A quick slide into the zone. Zeno goes down. It's Zuki's by himself, but he's not ready for the challenge as Ryan, Aiden, and Snow advance. Why is the guy from Fortnite at Wrestlemania right now? Okay, we got this side of the map. Off spawn. Quinn, game 3. Let's get it cooking. Yeah, my ears off for this game right now. I can't. I gotta listen to. Who do we think? Let's look at the prediction right now. Who do we think is going to win? 38% of you guys think Epic Inactive Z-Link will place the highest. Next up is going to be Arc School, Sauco, then Jules, Slick, and Chicken. And then Yagvir, Koffs, and Chris. And Defiable, Zeno, Zookies, and Seps, Kern, and Matt. Even though Defiable, Zeno, and Zookies have been the most consistent, y'all are crazy time. Trying to look around. Everybody should have dropped from the battle bus, and yes, indeed. Who qualified out of that last game? Let's see what spot kind of opened up. Pump Power opened up. I don't even remember who qualified, bro. Oh, Ryan. So, Foxy. 2 teams now went Foxy. Oh my god, typical gamer is just holding it. He's holding his shot for sure. Going out and around towards the outside. Typical gamer trying to make a play, but reunites with Quinn. They don't really have builds as Quinn gets the first drop onto Honky Cat. Big elimination already being cleaned up. Everybody else scrambling to try to figure out a way to even the tides, and that's going to happen with typical gamer going down throughout this fight. Stuff up to Leo, up to Quinn. Is really not letting that elimination go through. They get another drop on Tarapi. And now it's up to a 2v1 situation. They're going to run away from typical gamer and try to chase down this solo. They didn't want any chance at all for him to try to get back on up, since he covered just a little distance. Who is this? Arush, July, and Omar? Dude, why is Travis Spot about to get hit with the crossroads, bro? Cody Rhodes gets his revenge after the elimination chamber. Continue to look around right now. They're just healing up. No real reason for them to go everywhere. That solo is going to be able to get out alive. Arc School, Sauco changed up their drop spot. What? 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 They changed up their drop spot. Retro's down. Chase, Trezzy, and Retro also changing up their drop spot. Wow. Did not expect this at all coming into this game. Or one of the dominant, more aggressive teams on the region. Arc School and Sauco find themselves dudded back-to-back games. Find themselves in a 3v2 in the 3rd game. If they go down here, it might be all up to a game win for them to make the FNCS Grand Finals on West. Oh, Trezzy towards the side. The Infiltrator does a decent amount of damage for distance. Trezzy, oh my god, just a sliver of HP. The men miss smoke just in time. They try to break their way in, but the smoke causing a little bit of confusion, but it's also keeping Arc alive on the other side. Ring around the Rosies, pockets full of posies. Ashes, Arc School and Salco all go down. Oh my god. Yo, Pastor. First time here. Roosh is a regular viewer of mine, and so he sent me your stream link. Watch it compete. So far, not necessarily the best, but after game 1, he was contested. That team qualified, so there's a lot of space freedom. There's a good chance. That was a good call, right? I wish I could do that on the broadcast, but I'm too nervous. Retro Chase Trezzy, up in another fight. Oh my god, Trezzy. Oh no. Bit off just a little bit more than he can chew in that situation, but Retro's just trying to keep the pressure. He knows his teammate did a good amount of damage, not to one, but to 2 different players, and they're trying to clean it up the best they can. They got to be careful, but now they're just stuck without any extra shields. They get the reboot card. Now it's all about how they're going to disengage. 2 different forms of mobility for Chase. Only one for Retro, and they're booking it to 2 different directions. Didn't I tell you? You guys know. It's John Cena. 17-time world champion. Seventeen-time. He might have sold his soul. He might have cheated, but he is your champion, and you better put some respect on John Cena's name. I don't want to hear it, TJ. All right, let's get back into the game right now. Let's get back in. I don't want to hear it. If you thought that was going to be a fair Wrestlemania, brother. I'm just going to look over Quinn. Camping the reboot cards right now. What makes Heats 15? It being West. Oh, he really hit him with a low blow. Oh, top 15 on the leaderboard. Top 5 will be 1,000 points plus because the game wins. And then top 10 on consistency. I can't watch WWE. It's too fake. It's fake, but you got to enjoy it for the entertainment spectacle. It's sports entertainment for a reason. What are your thoughts on FT Aim 14 his team? Who's the rest of his team? This is the second time Salt Lover has ran into them. And Axe down. They weren't able to clean it up, so he's going to be able to stay alive. Z-Link putting pressure back. Cleans up Salt Lover. Epic Whale gets elimination of his own onto Peepotron. That's 2 of the 3 players down. And Teak now trying to run away. Epic Whale is keeping charging forward. While Z-Link gets the revive onto Enact, and he cuts him off on the other side. No, no, no. You are not sneaking away. Or at least not today. Edits 1, edits 2. Gets tagged up just a little bit for Teaks, but Epic Whale staying confident, staying strong. Really not wanting to let him disengage, or at least not for free. Getting to expend a little bit more materials as he tries to backtrack, sneak a shot onto one, but it's not going to work out. Z-Link finally joins the fray here in this fight. Runs into Peppo. They're staying strong as a team. Epic lands the first shot. Z-Link lands the final blow. Yeah, 3 bad games, Rapid. He should have hit him. But Cody Rhodes is a good guy. You know? Jagger got the first drop. Oh, nice shot on the Falco from the other side. The bait and switch comes in, though. Chris trying to take charge. Not let his teammate get pushed too hard as Cops takes down another one. And that's back-to-back eliminations for Cops. Yagbeer gets one as well. And that is 3 on the board. How is Ark doing? Not good at all. They're not even alive. Top 25. They're not even alive. They switched up their drop spots. That can tell you enough. Retro's finally getting chased down. We saw what happened essentially to his full trio early on. Ooh, Commander K goes down. If we can get the Siphon, that'll be big, but gets taken down shortly after. It's going to be a short-lived victory overall. Need to find a couple more teams checking out Jules this time around. What's up, Chai Shane? Chicago Shane, what's up, brother? I think they got some points, but I don't think they got any placement points today. For Arc School and Salco. They actually have no points. 26, 0 elims. 31st, 0 elims. 30th, 0 elims. Epic Well's looking good. They just got eliminations top side of the zone. So Surge, much better positioning in Surge this time around. Let's look at AIM. AIM, Sens, and Grease. I really don't know much about this entire trio. I know Sen stops by from the stream every now and again. I know he's a phenomenal individual player. But again, it's trios. You're the only person to get my name right the first try? You know what I'm saying, brother? Let's hold up. We gotta bring the chain out for that. We both from Shy. You know, I'm not from Chicago. I'm not even asked. How's Typical Gamer doing? They made it off spawn. Back-to-back games, I do believe. And they won. Last game, they kind of split the drop, went their separate ways. This time around, they were able to kind of win the drop, push the solo out. This Typical Gamer's just, you know, running around trying to grab the water sprite. If they box up next to the shrine, which they are, this actually could be good. Essentially infinite heals. Bro, Xenon, and Alex looking down below. Ryan takes most of those tags. Who you got, NA West Grand? Honestly, after today's performance from some of the teams, I'm not sure. Baka Pars again. Baka Pars and Pump for the repeat. Uh-oh. Another one goes down. Alex not blindly chasing up until now where he's trying to break into the box, resetting the ramps. They're converging from all sides, trying to close in on this last and final elimination. Jeff Ryan's just trying to run away. Who is Jeff Ryan for real? Baka Defiable. Defiable has always been impressive to me. I know he retired and stuff at one point, but man, I'm surprised he wasn't picked up on a more put together roster, if that makes sense. It's in Arc School and Salco's best interest if Yagbeer and them win a game, to be honest. Ooh. They finally get the cleanup there. Demon's Dojo becoming more and more. Looking like the place to be. And Axe already in the fight on the one. He almost goes down, but he's able to get the drop on the one first. Immediately pressuring, trying to break their way into the box. And as they do, they get the drop onto Inact. Epic Will's trying to save the day and not let the elimination fully get cleaned up. Barely grabbing the body as Inact having just a sliver of health here. While down to survive. They're going to trade reses on each side, so they are going to get a second chance at life here. Bros, no, don't hate watch, bro. There's no, like, you guys should, you know what I mean? Let's all pray for everybody's success. What if everybody tied on the leaderboard? Everybody gets first place and everybody gets equal share. This is game 3. 5 total. 2 win conditions. You win a game, you go directly in. And then after that, top 10 on the leaderboard. Just re-farming up, re-looting. Remember, they have the water sprite, but more importantly, from having the water sprite is I do believe they should have access to a shrine unless they left it. Over there, access to the shrine. So they have essentially infinite heals. Art, how did Art grieve Peter? That makes 0 sense. 2 different regions. Defiable, Xeno, and Zuki's going for Island yet again. Most potential to win Grands. Akapar's Pump would be my first guess based off of today. But I would also say this team here, I would say Epic Whale's team. And if I never saw today's performance, I would have been talking up Arc Skull and Salco like no other. He griefed an eval? But like how? You're not saying how. What about Creep? Creep, Vorks, and Evolved. I mean, if they can win games with me, I know it was just heats and not the best teams in the lobby. But if they can win games from me, I feel like that duo has no ceiling at all. Sky's the limit for them. It's just, I didn't watch yesterday, so I can't make too much of an assessment. Goats, what's up, Goats? Chuck. Ark, unfortunately, has been beefing with Pete and talking about griefing each other, so he doesn't like Ark now, I guess. I mean, it's gonna happen, bro. I remember when people didn't like Victor V for landing on Epic Well, even though Victor V was landing at that drop spot way before Epic Well decided to land there. Forget which season it was, though. On top of the island, top 23 situation here. Trying to see what teams are kind of all around. Who do we want to check up on? Coming towards the outside. Let's check out Haju, Klux, and Dala. What is the best drop spot to land at? I mean, what mode? Because honestly, this spot right here. Hold up, where is it? This spot right here. If it's uncontested. If you get uncontested, this spot right here. It's a server room. You get guaranteed god chests, a lot of other chests, barrels, and you get the train that does roll by. Or you can go to Foxy or Crime City. Black markets here. I don't know. What's up? Who cares? Thoughts on main event tonight, Sways? I mean, I liked it. I thought last night's main event was maybe a little bit better. I like Paul Heyman, though. So I'm a Paul Heyman guy myself. So that's just where my thoughts are from. Who do you guys want to watch? You guys tell me who you want to watch. Until then, I'm watching my homeboy Jules. What's up, Focake? Bro, Focake, I started the stream shouting you out just because you sent me that message. I didn't see it initially, but I saw it as I started up the stream. Thank you so much. Rise 1X doing good? I have no idea, but let's watch him. What server do you think is most competitive? EU, then Central. Let me know if I pass him, because dude, there is no Rise 1X. There is no Rise 1X. Next. Y'all really tricked me. Y'all really tricked me. You got Zafu. What if Booga streams again? What do you mean? I don't understand that. Dude, John Cena just made history. 17-time world champion, beating out the Nature Boy. Woo! Ric Flair. Woo! All right, let's see. What'd you guys say? Zone pulls down towards this way. Somebody said Zuki's. We're going to watch a little bit of Zuki's first. Then we're going to watch Typical Gamer. Yeah, I mean, I have no comment. Like, people don't like to stream. They don't like to stream. Centro and our boy Albert. I know nothing about Albert, but I like the name Albert, so we're a fan of Albert. All these teams rotating towards this side. Does look like Quinn and them, I do believe, maybe already made it to zone. Or maybe they're rotating late towards the outside. Yep. A little bit late. Guy wants a roosh. I'll watch a roosh right after this. We'll check. Oh, he's right there, too. Look at that. Bam. 600 above. Okay, come on now. Look that way, then. We'll watch a roosh real quick. I like a roosh too. A roosh comes and plays in the stream as well. Oh. Only 98 above the damage threshold, though. Top 22 situation. They spot out typical gamer Quinn and Leo, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to catch him off guard and deal extra damage. But, hey, instantly I was wrong. At least one shot's able to sneak its way through. Just on the edge of Magic Mosses, looking towards the north. There's only one team trying to rotate in at this perfect moment. What's up, Larcos? Is that the Larcos in the game? Watch Legendary Banana later. That means Legendary Banana pops off, gets a 56 elimination win to qualify for finals. $57, my bad. Try no spoils. I know you're just telling me to watch. And I know nobody's spoiled. But thank you guys. Actually, thank you guys for no spoils. We usually at least have one of them bad apples. 46 above. They got to start getting proactive here. They're going to fall below Surge, and then in the next zone, they're going to be further below Surge. Ooh, drop him. Oh, no, a second too late. Big shot on the Ryan. Gets the elim. From 94 above the damage threshold to 242. Typical gamer does go down in the distance. Uh-oh. We're seeing it on the other side. Typical gamer is lost from the rest of the team. They're forced to play this one out as a solo. You're seeing a lot of these teams having to rotate in. Some are quicker than others. Epic Whale and their team, slow to rotate, but they have the splashes. They have double utilities. Arush is now just getting targeted. Omar going to be able to make his way in. Alex is there, and a battle for the high ground quickly begins as Alex, Ro, and Xenon get caught off guard, and it's Epic Whale who now positions himself above. A couple of hiccups in the couple of games before, but now they are ready to put the pedal to the metal and take charge in this game. Check out Legendary Banana for a moment. See where he's at now versus where he might be. What shotgun do you think is best in Battle Royale? The Sentinel Pump. Without a doubt. One utility, Infiltrator there, 400 above. Braden with a Mythic. They do got the bat. Double gauntlets, though. 370, already finding their way in towards zone. Let's go ahead and check around. Who else? Towards the north side of the zone. Epic Whale is already up above. They're hoping for it to pull towards their side. If they pull this towards their side, that's super good for them. Trying to look for Jules here for a moment because I did see him get an elimination somewhere. Sens gets one as well. Pulling all the way down low towards the south. So everybody on that side of the zone is going to have an easy way in, and it's actually Jules, Slick, and Chicken that get the front side overall, but they are 67 below the damage threshold. Definitely have their work cut out for them, but multiple water sprites going down. Jules is trying to spray the box. Some of those shots finding their way through, but having to connect on a player so far away is not the easiest thing with the drum gun. They find another opportunity towards the left, but they just get tagged up going for a peek. 50 below, not really climbing as fast as they hoped they would at this point. And every 7 seconds, that's 25 damage getting ripped off as Jules continues to be persistent. Pressuring towards the outside, sees open water, sees a team, sees it as an opportunity, but the damage is still coming in, but they finally find themselves above. That's great shots by Slick and Chicken. 132, they're continuously climbing, using this as a chance. Stagger themselves here. They have the front side of the zone, and they're looking to hold on to it here, but they're looking everywhere they need to. Even Banana now becomes a target. Potassium is needed here for Jules, Chicken, and Slick. They're going up over 148. Another shield cracking moment there as they now finally have a chance to make their rotation outward. As it does look a battle right now between Epic and Z-Link as they're trying to hold on to it and act Looking like he's almost broken into the box. He almost goes down for that quick moment, but he's going in for the eliminations. 571, big shot. Cowering back, teammates there to break the box and make sure that he lands safely inside of the zone. Coop, Zafu, underneath. They are inside of the bubble as of now, and they're looking to stay there the best that they can. Defiable. Zeno Zuki's the most consistent team on the day, and they're looking to keep it that way. Team loading in as just a duo, and they're making it into the top 15. Placement points starting to come out. Keen and Dark down below, separated from two different sides. As we continue to look around the lobby, some players are in a much healthier position than others, as Banana, struggling to try to stay alive, has to leave Larcos behind, and they did so before with Braid, and he's already down and out. 278 above the damage threshold. What little resources he does have left, makes his way towards the front side of the zone. Larcos is quickly trying to close the gap, but it's a much more difficult position. Not even really getting a chance to heal as he goes down again. Legendary Banana has no choice but to watch his teammate outside of the box float around in open water. And as soon as he goes out trying to be a hero, they immediately pressure outward. Larco's going to go down. Now Banana is going to be left by himself. It's not the best situation to be in, but at least he has the Chug Jug, able to stagger himself backside of the zone. Poop is here as well. Epic Whale goes down. Inact is now going to be the last one alive. Haju, they're able to clean up that elimination. High ground has just been overtaken. Coop, Zafu, they're moving through as Legendary Banana finds elimination there by himself. That's his first one of the game. The second one for the team. Drops to the side of the mountain. Ends up in the Met Mist smoke. And that is what's going to keep him alive. A little bit of confusion. No line of sight. Double Chug Jug, but it's only 50. It's not the best situation for him. But on the other side, Suki's just gets clotheslined and put down outside of top 9. Top 10 is where he's going to have to sit, as he picks up a key elimination here for him, getting him into the top 8. Half of the placement points already been achieved. A couple more elimination points going into the books as well. Smoothly moving through the rest of this game. Chris, Yagbeer, and Cops. A blessing it would be to Ark and Salco as Yagbeer goes in, gets the knock on to Coop, trying to save the day. And Banana has a little bit of resources left. 40 on the Chug Jug. He's looking toward the backside of the zone, seeing all the action break down. He even got targeted for a quick moment. Finds his way moving forward once more. Multiple players going down. Chicken, Yagbeer, separated, ripped apart from the rest of their team. Commander K is going to be one of them left alive. Chris, Cobbs, stuck as a duo. They're doing what they can. They've been having a phenomenal game so far. And a challenge they will have on their hands here for this game as Dala, Haju, and Klux find themselves on the high ground. They find themselves with 7 eliminations. Nobody really dropping down low, really just trying to cement their position. Slick by himself. Solo points here are going to be huge. Hiccup, but that's okay. Top 5 situation for Banana. He can't even play heal off. A blessing for him as the zone cuts back. Somebody tries to break into the box. That's Slick on the other side. Remember, he has the Mythic Pump. One shot will all it take to take down Banana, but he doesn't want to take the fight. Goes up and over. Cobb's trying to heal up. Chris trying to alleviate the pressure. Commander K down below, and they were separated from Kaizen. Slick getting full targeted by high ground. Quickly runs out of builds, but the zone is helping him recycle the builds up above. Everybody is in shambles as Slick goes down. Final 4 situation. Dala dropping down, making sure to grab the extra builds, grab the extra heals, bringing him further and further into this endgame. Coughs, Chris trying to stay together. What they have working for them is that strength in numbers, but the Banana takes him down. A bite out of crime as he's looking to survive yet again. Their 4th elimination gets into the top 2, but a 1v3 situation. But at least for him, it's not going to last long as Dala, Haju, and Klux clutch up the game and advance to the finals. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills. Hey, Banana got like second place. I still have the Wrestlemania broadcast up. I don't care about the after show. All right, so who placed highest? So there was no Haju in there. No Banana, Commander K. Boom, 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 boom. Jules got 5th. So Jules wins the prediction. Jules with Slick win the prediction. And that's a good game for them. That's a phenomenal game for them. Make sure no spoilers in the leaderboard. And let's show it. So another spot has opened up as they qualify on out. Haju, Klux, and Dala, the north side of the map. Another team can kind of spread out and land there if they do so wish. Let's check the leaderboard. Defiable, Zeno, Zuki's 195. The worst game so far. 10th place, 3 elims. Not bad. See themselves in the finals. 195. Essentially all but qualified. Yagvir, Kops, Chris. Same thing for them, which is a very, very scary situation if you're a fan of Arc School and Salco, because this is the team contesting them. They even forced them to switch their drop up to Foxy Floodgates, in which they went down off spawn again. Xenon, Alex, and Roe. Top 8s every game. Larco's, Banana, and Braden clutching out a second place, 141. If you look at the points to qualify yesterday, 140 was the threshold. So they just need a couple more elims, maybe an average game to kind of put themselves in the finals for sure. Yo, Am Greco on YouTube. Shout out to you. Hopefully you like the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying. And then we got Joel Slick and Chicken, 8th place. Keen, Darts, and Dark. Seps, Kern, and Matt. Epic, Whale, Inact, and Z-Link. Their best game so far. 7 eliminations. 6th place. 87 points. They're not qualified yet, but they're inching closer and closer. Aku, Yusuf, Vlux. I hope that's their name. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong. That is not the right leaderboard. I don't know if anybody can fix that. Any of my mods. Exclamation point, editcom, space, exclamation point, LB, space, leaderboard. I'll change it in a moment. Then we got Zafu, Flakes, and Coop, 87. Heli, Tenley, and Remy, 84. And we got a tie for 15th place, though. Commander K, Hearn, and Kaizen on 84 points. What did I do? TG about to make grands? I believe it. Where's music? I don't have any music. Not even the menu music, though. Like, where's the menu music? All right, let's see. When's this next game? There's a little bit of a delay in between this game and the next. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Is this kind of what you guys expected out of this group? Is there any team performing worse than you expected outside of this one here? 0 points, bro. Average time alive, 8 minutes. 16, 5, and 3. Each game got exponentially worse than the last. No, you're good. I don't really mind. Arc 0 points. I think that's got to be the biggest surprise. That's got to be the biggest surprise out of everything in my head. Wait, what? What's up, Polis? You made finals today, didn't you? I'm sorry if I was wrong and you didn't, but I feel like you did. My leader, nothing's loading on this side, okay? We'll X that off. We don't, why do we need, you know? Why do we need that West leaderboard? Why do we need it? Maybe get to win game 5. I mean, he's going to need something. He's there. Arc School and Salco are going to need something big here. Top what makes grands? 5 wins, then down to top 10. So top 15. This will be the cutoff right here. What's going on with them? I think this is the first time they're really contested. So they're being contested by Yagvir, Koffs, and Chris. First game, or all the games so far, they were splitting loot. In that last game, they kind of got sandwiched between 2 teams and taken down, I believe, in what, 30th place? Or 31st place, right? And then in this game, they switched drops altogether. They went to Foxy Floodgates because Ryan Aiden and Snow qualified out of Foxy, so it opened up a spot, but another team dropped there as well, so they got contested and got 30th. So really it's, you know, 1, 2 players are cursed. Scare got 11, C got 11, Core got 12, Sales got 13th, but Taki qualled. There's one thing all of those players have in common. Somebody that may or may not have casted them. Not me. Not it. Bro, there's really nothing. There's not even game volume on. I gotta check the item shop. What is this? Okay, what do we got? I don't want to listen to any of these songs, dude. There we go. Alright, so we get into the game at 12. We got a 3-minute wait into our next game. 3-minute wait into our next game. I got back-to-back Grands Qual. Okay, so yeah. Hey, it's all a start. I always tell people it's not about just popping off and winning money every single Grands, because not everybody does that. Even the best of the best at times in their careers didn't win money out of a Grands, right? It's about knowing that you as an individual, you as a team, obviously, if you don't stick together, it's much harder to do that, but are growing, they're progressing, you're getting better as time goes on. You know what I mean? Any big teams not in top 15 right now? 100%. Arc School and Salco. I would even kind of throw this team right here, Digital's team, as a team that I'm surprised they're not playing as well. They're really, I'm a little surprised. Let me look up. Retro, Trezzy, and Chase. Again, another team I'm a little surprised that are down here. They fell outside of the bubble, though. Best of best always made money in Grands. I mean, it would take me time to find it, but I can find a couple Grands where some players that didn't make money, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. By the way, thank you for the follow, Zayd. Polis, M-Bomb G, Corda Owen, Tattoo, British Airlines. Is that what that is? All right, what did I say? 12. So we got 1 minute. 1 minute until we're in the next game. Game number 4. The most pivotal game of the entire weekend for some of these teams to looking to qualify through consistency. So we're going to throw a replay of that last game. And when we come back, game 4. Points here are going to be huge. Hiccup. But that's okay. Top 5 situation for Banana. He can't even play heel off. A blessing for him as the zone cuts back. Somebody tries to break into the box. That's Slick on the other side. Remember, he has the mythic pump. One shot will all it take to take down Banana, but he doesn't want to take the fight. Goes up and over. Cops trying to heal up. Chris trying to alleviate the pressure. Commander K down below, and they were separated from Kaizen. Slick getting full targeted by high ground. Quickly runs out of builds, but the zone is helping him recycle the builds up above. Everybody is in shambles as Slick goes down. Final 4 situation. Dala dropping down, making sure to grab the extra builds, grab the extra heals, bringing him further and further into this endgame. Coughs, Chris trying to stay together. What they have working for them is that strength in numbers, but the Banana takes him down. A bite out of crime as he's looking to survive yet again. Their 4th elimination gets into the top 2, but a 1v3 situation. But at least for him, it's not going to last long as Dala, Haju, and clutch up the game. Woo. Game 4, game number 4. Let's see. Did we do a prediction? We did not do a prediction. Bro, let's just do the same one or what? We'll take out this team. Yeah, we'll do 2 minutes this time though. 2 minutes. I thought I had a prediction going. Sorry about that. I have no idea what you guys are talking. I assume you guys are talking about basketball, which, you know, Bro, Argentinian Angel, thank you so much for stopping by. It's late where you're from, and I appreciate you staying up as late as you did. Hope you see you next weekend if you do watch Grand Finals 4 West. I'm going to be casting Central on the main stream, grabbing a quick bite, coming in late for Game 1 as we do it all weekend long. Okay, this is like the farthest fight so far, so let's see what else is breaking down, and then we'll tune in a little later. 3v1, they switch up their drop. They've had enough. They've had enough of the top side of the map. They had enough of Epic Well. They had enough of Z-Link and Enact. They're so low on the leaderboard, they need a win. And they need it now. What's up, Dollar Bills? Congratulations. I should have played this when you won. Hold up. I should have played this when you won, bro.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar. I should have played that. I messed up. I missed a moment. Show art. Oh my god, you are way better than I will ever be. Uncontested this time. They might have gotten the server room. I almost want to check if they did get the server room. Love your work this weekend, bro. I have everything but passion. Congrats, Clucks. Okay, I'm just looking for fights real quick. Uncontested. Who left? They left. They left. They scared off the competition. TG, Quinn, and Leo on top. Dude, nobody is anywhere. Literally nobody is anywhere. Dude, I can't wait for King of the Hill to come in the game. You guys see those rumors about King of the Hill? Dang it, Bobby, what the hell? Oh! I watched it all. I'm waiting for the reboot. Shiny Shafts is now theirs. They thought it was going to be a split, and now they get it all to themselves. Bro, I'm really trying with your name. Pokers? Pokers. Thank you for the follow. Please correct me on your name if I ever say it wrong. Frederick. Frederick. Thank you for the follow. Alright, anybody else fighting? Is there anybody want to loot check on anybody? We're going for people that come in the stream. Arush, Omar, Pump Power. It was contested to start the day with the team contesting them one game number 1. What's Qual? I have no idea. We'll check on the Nana. He has to be over here, right? No. Can you help me out and let me know where he lands? Where's the Nana? Alright. We'll check NATO after this, because there's no fights right now. Might as well check up on some of the loot. All got at least Sentinel pumps. All of them got rotation as well. You said NATO? Let's check up on NATO. Maybe, if I can find it. Maybe. Yeah, 17th for Quinn. Zafu, I think, took down Subscript. Does look like NATO's trying to fight. Smallzy's on the other side. Chris by himself. Smallzy does look like he's going to go down. That's a full-on wipe out of them. Zafu Coop, I think world's over here. They did get an elimination onto one as well. Alex Glows, thank you guys for the follows. Why, Kyle? Why are you hate watching? I mean, besides your name. Sends Grease aim. They're going to go ahead and grab the armored truck, which means extra heals on this side of the map. It does look like we might have like a Foxy, a Mass Meadows, a Crime City style zone this game. Checking on Chicken Jewels over towards the vault, grabbing their medal. There's a team towards the outskirts, though. No, it's top 15 for this one. Top 15. So top 5 will all have won a game when you look at the leaderboard. So they'll all have 1,000 points or more. And then top 10 through consistency after that, which is 6th through 15th. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Don't do it to him. At least they see the feet. At least they see the footsteps. Art gets an elimination onto 1. Now they're looking to turn things on. They have to leave Seps. They can't be the hero. Matt's there. The piece control is in. He breaks out into another team's box. But what he thought was a 1v1 turned into a 2v2. In the blink of an eye, Salco gets credit for that elimination. And it already looks like they're hunting for that third. You got to be careful dropping down low. What's up, Nate and Johnny? How you guys doing today? Don't be afraid to chat in the chat, y'all. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. Unless it's food. I think it's an easy qual for Epic. Don't know about TG, though. I think it's going to take 5 games for TG. Epic will. 1 more good game. Ooh, who got taken down over here towards the north side of the map? No, Albert. Anybody but you. Centro's here. You ask, you shall receive. But we're going to be watching Albert's point of view. My favorite player in the lobby just because his name's Albert. I agree. Grands would be better with Arc in it. But they have to earn it. Nothing's going to be given. What's up, Knight? Hope you don't slam me. Thank you for the follow. I want to see everybody that has joined my stream and chatted qualify. That's what I want to see. What game is this? Game 4, Frederick. Ready like Freddy. There's that one player down below, but it doesn't look like they're actually going to try to go for it. He's just hiding. What game? Fortnite, it's free. Yeah, he's going to be able to get out. They're going to disengage off. Take a look at typical gamer in them. Uncontested this time around. Typical gamer disengages on out. Leo has the launch pad, but we both know what happens if you launch pad out. All 3 of them working together. 1 med kit, though. 1 med kit. Uncontested Demons Dojo, and they really only find 1 med kit. JJ the Fisherman. Shout out JJ. Moving their way back on over towards Demons Dojo. Maybe to go south from there. Okay, we're just going to chill inside of a cone for a little bit. Don't worry. Going to take a look at Defiable. Probably one of the more consistent teams throughout the day for the most part. And at 195 points, they already got their spot secured in finals. Oh my god, he did not see that one coming. Always check the cones, brother. Ooh, jump shot over the top. Defiable not taking that bait. And you see all the extra heals converge onto this box. Over towards Seaport over here. Trying to put that extra ramp. They get the piece. They're swiftly moving into that box. Like it's been their own for a long time. They drop down, not wanting to deal with the team above. But as they do, they get tagged up on the way down. Almost a frightening situation for them to be in. As the fight towards the north continues to break out. Fusion is trying to stay alive. Clixie as well. But it's Arush underneath. Even though they lost their one teammate, you see the Siphon playing a role on Arush. Reboot card already being grabbed. Second elimination being cleaned up as well. And they want to finish the job. They have to be careful. It might be a full team towards the side, or at the bare minimum, a duo. As July is just pressuring on one side. He breaks his way in, but the pre-fire is there. He goes down. Almost ill-advised, so it's really all up to Arush, and he goes down as well. Dreams of being uncontested turn into a nightmare. It's unfortunate. Nana got one. Ooh. He got another one on the Hezi. Hey, their trio is going to try to rotate towards the north side of the map. That way they don't have to deal with it. Xenon's here. I thought I saw Quinn. Maybe Quinn and them already rotated on out. Yes, they did. Maybe to where, though? Where's Quinn? Hello? Did they die? Did we watch them die? Where did they rotate to? Oh. 2 medkits. 2 medkits. That's crazy. What's up, Cinnamon Apple Pie? What's up, Brisket, by the way? Sens goes down. Don't even know where. Might have gotten wiped. Arc, School, and Salco just holding on to this mountain. Just trying to get Surge. All these players rotating on towards the outside. AIM being one of them. They're not going to push this team, right? They might know these is solo. Who has won the game so far? Well, Aju, Dollar Bills, y'all, and Clux, Ryan Tron, Aiden, and Snow, Mordecai, Zyro, Manny. And this is game 4. Almost got confused. Are they really going to chase him off the side of the mountain? Brave souls. They're really just pushing on that side of the mountain. Let's go and check out Chezzy Chase. One team on top of the black market. One team underneath as Russo. Is this the old school Russo? Is this the Russo that used to play professional Fortnite? That's how long I've been around, if it is. If it is. Quinn and them finally made, yes sir, got you my boy. Well, thank you so much for the sub, brother. Who do you want to watch? You get first pick of the litter here. Ooh, Ark did take down Sens. We're going to go right back over here, though. Now you can pick. Knock towards the outside. Salco's already leading the charge there. They did get the reboot. That is their fallen teammate that just got back into the game. Does like this, we're going to find success on the res, but is already weak. Splash is coming out. Not a lot of builds. No loadout either. It's all stacked up against them in a time like this as Sens continues to try to pursue his way out of the box. AIM goes down. Salco has backup. Greaves tries to peek a shot on through. Lands onto Salco, but it reveals his position on over to Arc, who lands an even bigger shot onto Greaves before he finally cleans up that elimination. But danger is looming around every single corner. Another team starts to move their way in. Third party after third party. That's Dimension. That's BC. That's Zexlow as well. I might think they're a little bit weaker than they actually are. And that's why they're trying to push this far back into the zone. Five them so far. Oh no, oh no. Arc down to 3 HP. The Menmis smoke coming down. Zexlow trying to kneecap his way into the box. Accidentally dives right past him, but into School, into Salco, who are living on a prayer that's only going to be short-lived. School goes down. Arc still scrambling around top 25. They cannot have another bad game, because if they do, it goes down to their very last opportunity in game 5. And if that doesn't work out, we will see them in the last chance qualifier. As Arc even has no HP here. Drops down to the side of the mountain. Will they see him? Will they see him? Off the edge. Another team starts to shoot. Ark just stuck. He didn't even fully land. He's not even all the way down there, so he will live for now. He will live for now. How you feel about FNCS on EU? I love FNCS on both regions, to be honest. I thought this group was actually close, which made for a lot of exciting moments. Who do I think is going to win this game? I'm just jogging my brain right now. Let me look at the script real quick. Hold up. Let me look at the script real quick that Fortnite sent over. West, right here. Game 4. Epic Whale, I think, wins this one. To be honest. Yeah, it's the script, so it is what it is. What place is Ark? Well, for reference, they have 5 elims, and that's the only points they got all tournament long so far. So what is that, 15? And it all coming from this game here. Oh, Coop goes down. Where's the knock? Quickly cleaned up by Yagvir. It's got to be on this right side of the map somewhere. Banana's making his way in. Yeah, Coop's. Yagvir, they got cleaned up somewhere over here. Ark barely surviving, going back for the reboot. And this is the team that's on edge. This is the team that got the eliminations, I do believe, onto Ark. Finds 3 medkits, though. So at least he has that going for him. I'm going to go to bed. Have a good night, Frederick. I just want to say I thank you oh so much for tuning in, chatting, even if it was a couple of questions, and following. Truly means the difference. Not just you, but everybody tuning in today. We got to watch friends qualify. And we get to see if Ark can make the comeback. This is game 4 still. 45 below the damage threshold. Uh-oh. Big chunks of HP and shield missing, and now it's active surge. Shots coming in, stuck outside of zone. The odds right now are beginning to stack up against Quinn, Leo, and Typical Gamer in this game. And if they go down without a good chunk of points, they might be in an all-or-nothing situation for Game 5. Leo becomes the target, trying to make his way in. He goes down. Quinn trying to quickly build on over. His teammate immediately gets cleaned up. Whatever scraps are going to be left behind, but that's Jules. That's Jules slicking chicken from one side. Xenon, Alex, and Bro on the other. And that's Leo, Typical Gamer, and Quinn down and out of this game. Who is that? Slick with the hot hand of the drum gun. Jules going to keep the hollow twister. They came out of dojo with 6. Yeah, they had no loot. I was surprised how little loot and heals that they had. Why is everyone in zone? They need surge. And if you take a fight inside of zone, especially later in the game, you become the focus. So a lot of teams stagger and play slow to get to zone because it's more of an isolated fight. Plus, teams need to rotate in, so you can't just sit in a box. You have to rotate, and that just kind of opens up the opportunity for damage. Do you think Fred is going to qual from OCQ? If they do you think they're going to con Veno and Grant? I honestly, I would think they're not going to qual. Just off the top of my head. But if they do qual, it's like 50-50. It's literally, you could flip a coin 100 times. But if they do, I think they contest. Actually, no, I don't. I don't think they do. There's no point. Veno's already in globals. Good damage here. Top 22 situation. Did Ark get his team back? Yes, Ark got his team back into the game. They are 59 below the damage threshold. Everyone's focusing them there. It's kind of a give and take. Oh, they're pushing on over. They think this is the best situation for a fight. But the shots are just raining in from third parties and players into the distance. 113. Drastically falling further and further below the threshold. Low ground distracting Skull for a quick minute. Takes his eye off the prize. Salco on the other side trying to use the plasma laser. Try to break his way into the box, and he runs into a 1v1. Good damage is there, but Storm Surge is going to take him out. Full elimination thanks to Storm Surge being active. Now Arc left by himself. Luckily for him, they're going to be above that damage threshold. Loses 2 teammates. Still damage on the NATO. Storm Surge deactivates, but a max pull. A max pull for Arc. And oh my god, Yagvir, Kops, and Chris, this is the team that contested them at Shiny Shafts. This is the team right here that forced them out of the POI altogether. And this is the team that might have just put that final nail in their coffin when it comes to group stage. Oh no, friends turned enemies. That's what I'm thinking right now. Friends turn enemies. We were just watching them. Zuki's Zeno and Defiable. Just outside of the black market. They have full control over this spot. Multiple teams rotating on by. They could go all the way out towards the east. Make their way in towards the north. They know one team's already doing that. They can mimic this rotation as Matt turns around. Pops a quick shot onto Zuki's. And that's vital information, though, from Zuki's, but they jump deep into the backside of the zone. They're trying to go for a fight, and oh my god, Zexlo was the solo. And he's so low no more. He joins his team back to the lobby. 412 for Zeno, Zuki's, and Defiable. Big moment for them when it comes to Surge. Oh, great shot by Zuki's yet again. Larco's Banana Brayden, 348. Brayden gets the elimination onto Falco towards the outside. Xenos again. We got Banana. I'm just trying to look around, see where everybody's at. Retro's there, looking down. Bro, Xenon. Tenley's around. Yasir. Oh my god, Crimson just got taken out, trying to claw his way to the zone overall. You look at high ground, early conditions, a little bit too early for the liking of being able to hold it. It's Alex Rowe and Xenon on one side. They're going to have to rotate all the way towards the edge, towards the black market. And this is where you see Epic Will enact and Z-Link on high ground. Where are they going to land? On Thomas, Sunconning Savage? The problem is there's somebody that's always going to get the short end of the stick. Yeah. Arc really does have one more chance. They're going to need a big game. The biggest one yet if they're looking to win. Yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure on teams all over this lobby. Hey, I told you guys, I have the script. It says what it says. You guys didn't know FNCS was pre-recorded 6 months ago? So this technically was already played, but all the players signed an NDA to not leak. Six months ago. And that's why we have the script as casters, you know, every region. Let's take a look at Jules down below. Jules, Slick, Chicken. Great performances so far. 148. Again, I keep mentioning, if you look at yesterday's threshold to qualify, it was only 140 points. So, anything can happen right now. And this is one of those teams where if they get a good game here to close it out, already into the top 14, they could be all but qualified, just waiting for game 5 to play out. They make their way in towards the zone, pressured from all angles. Only one elimination so far. Looking for a couple more. Zeno takes down Retro. Chris, Yagvir, they take a couple of shots. He's forced to kind of converge, cower back towards his teammates where they know he has the help. Going over towards the island, but not exactly there. Epic Will is going to be the leader of the IGL, the one that really sets the tone and the pace, tarping them to what they hopefully believe could be a victory, so they don't have to play the last and final game of the way out. Especially with how the day has been going so far. That's a bullet you want to dodge. Clint is here. Diagalo 1100 above the damage threshold. This is looking good for them. All they have to worry about rotating from one place to the next. Flinty is here. Diagalo trying to get to the front side of the zone, but they run into Defiable. Zeno and Zuki's on the other side. That's going to slow things down. Banana and Narcos right behind him as well. They get the pre-piece in, and they get it and steal it away from Banana, who's able to dodge his way out toward the side. Another heroic effort to try to keep their game intact. It's Defiable, Zuki, Zeno. They target towards the backside of the zone. Even with a med mist smoke going down, it's not going to be enough. It does look like they were going to try to attempt a little bit of a revive, but it's not going to be enough. You see her getting chunked out. Those are materials that they absolutely need to try to keep themselves going in this game. And they're all going to be on to one player. Siphon, that's the bare minimum, and that's going to be lost throughout the rest of this game. Even Flinty by himself. No materials, no heals. Getting chunked out the backside of zone. Trying to do what he can to slow roll his way towards the front. Runs into one, runs into two. Runs into a chance onto Larcos. Siphon comes in. The elimination gets beamed up, but Defiable, Zeno, and Zuki's persistence is key. They're able to get that elimination. 258, the most dangerous, the most consistent team today. Looking to close out strong, but Zuki's gets taken down from the backside of the zone. That one's going to be found out. Really up to Alex here, along with Ro and Xenon. From the mountains of brutal boxcars to the zone ahead. They run into Jules. They run into Slick. No chicken because he's down. He's out. No longer into this game. Stuck towards the outside. Storm sickness warning. A big warning for them. Even with the exotic Chug Jug, it's not going to be enough heals. It's not going to come fast enough to out-heal that. Hearn, Kaizen, Commander find themselves another elimination, and they use that to run to the backside of the zone. No Siphon onto Hearn. That's going to be a mistake he regrets. An act was lost. We don't even know when. We don't even know how, so it's going to be up to Epicwell and Z-Link just in the nick of time. Find that elimination onto Remy. Down he goes to try to clean up that loot. He does have the splashes. He does have 50 on the Chug Jug as well. It might have been a decision that'll pay off for Epicwell and Z-Link as they continue to try to hold their own destiny, dropping down layer by layer. Little by little, trying to keep control as Slick goes down. Him and Jules find themselves back into the lobby, but another top 5 performance for them as they move up towards the leaderboard once more. Z-Link trying to find these eliminations. Play Disruptor. And another one's going to come to fruition on the Kaizen outside of the zone. The Siphon is going to keep him alive. They spot out Commander K. They make him run towards the outside. And a full trio down below. And Z-Link is going to start the fight. Gets the crack onto one. But down below, Commander K gets the elimination onto one. Epicwell gets the next. 2v1 is now going to ensue. With Commander K being the last one alive. A quick dodge roll to get the shot onto Epicwell. Keeping himself alive. The Siphon. This could come down to the 1v1 of the ages. As Z-Link now back towards the zone. Getting chunked out. Commander K full control over this game. But a quick jump up as he slams that one in. Z-Link with the dunk to win the game. Close. 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 Like, come on now. Come on now. How did Z-Link win that? That dude hit him with the barrel roll Star Fox edition. That is crazy. Who won the prediction? I don't even... Epicwell won their prediction. Okay, never mind. Epicwell won the prediction. Is there an Epicwell, like, win thingamajig? Did he post it? Nope, no post. No post. I told you guys I'll sell you guys the script. 100 subs right now. I'll let you guys know who wins finals. Tezzy, I don't... So links for me on my point of view are blocked off. I don't really... Well, I mean, this isn't what you were talking about, but...
Let's fucking go, Z-Link! Oh my god!
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go!
Down he goes to try to clean up that loot. He does have the splashes. He does have 50 on the Chug Jug as well. It might have been a decision that'll pay off for Epicwell and Z-Link as they continue to try to hold their own destiny, dropping down layer by layer. Little by little, trying to keep control as Slick goes down. Him and Jules find themselves back into the lobby, but another top 5 performance for them as they move up towards the leaderboard once more. Z-Link trying to find these eliminations. Play Disruptor. And another one's going to come to fruition on the Kaizen outside of the zone. The Siphon is going to keep him alive. They spot out Commander K. They make him run towards the outside. And a full trio down below, and Z-Link is going to start the fight. Gets the crack onto one, but down below, Commander K gets the elimination onto one. Epic Will gets the next. 2v1 is now going to ensue, with Commander K being the last one alive. A quick dodge roll to get the shot onto Epic Will, keeping himself alive. The Siphon, this could come down to the 1v1 of the ages, as Z-Link now back towards the zone, getting chunked out. Commander K, full control over this game, but a quick jump.
Oof, we are back. Final game of the day. Final game of the day. See what the predictions say. Arc School Salco 69%. Kyle, I know that's Hugo. Hugo is about to maybe get a big win here. Let's make sure we have all the POVs real quick. Zafu's here. Hasn't dropped yet. Banana hasn't dropped yet. Uh-oh. Oh. Ark and them are going to Lone Wolf. Their third drop of this game. Oh, that's not Ark. Third drop of this game. No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying that. You do what you do. You do what you do. Kyle cashed in, a.k.a. hated a kid, a.k.a. hate the kid. Ooh, good weapon right out of the gate. School takes the side. Albert, Centro, and Lux going up against the top dogs of the region. There's already a scanner down. Early damage on the school. Already has mobility as an outlaw. Arc on one side. Let's see what they have on the other. Make it a fair fight here. Our boy Albert. Ooh, no shotgun. One shotgun, one shot. Okay. Double launch pads, med kit. All the minis basically, and most of the shield going over to Arc School and Salco. There's another big pot here. Probably saving it for his teammates though. Salco on one side. They're actually going for the eliminations. Lux stuck inside the building. Lux is stuck inside. Damage on to Albert from above. Scanner goes out yet again. They know Lux is there now. Immediately tries to find it. Did they leave that big pot up there? Didn't even throw it to his teammates. They have the scanner up above. Arc sneaking around. He's probably waiting for them to run into the house to try to find a way to escape. Nobody really taking that bait just yet. School getting the angle, trying to break through the builds with little that they do have. Centro just trying to dodge his way around that fight. Uh-oh. Oh, no. They break the shields onto one. They find Albert trying to make their... Oh, no, not Albert. Anybody but Albert. Salco gets the elimination. School goes down. Centro gets taken down. His Arc flanks in from the side, cleaning up 2 of those eliminations. But dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh. Oh, typical gamer got downed. Yeah, I don't know what Albert was doing either. Unfortunate. Our boy Albert just went down. If they have the reboot card, this will be good. But let's see if the reboot card is here. It might be, unless they were able to get it before they disengaged on out. Trying to see what action is breaking down around the map. Not too much other action, honestly. From one team to the next, though. Yeah, we'll check them out. Uh-oh. They're barely outside of the bubble for Quinn and Leo. Nah, I don't even think they need that big of a game. Right now, what do they have? 71. Yeah, they need yeah. Hey, but this could be the game to do it in. Because honestly, I feel like this game might die out much quicker than the other ones. Quickly resets the build, steals it away. Quinn's on the other side, firing back every chance that he gets. That third party now comes in. A blessing right now for Leo and Quinn down below. Trying to use this as an opportunity to stay alive. They do have one med miss smoke. And that is it. Yep, Ark did take Lone Wolf. $34 teams played today? What do you mean 34 teams played? You know what I think happened? You know what I think might have happened? This is last game. Yeah. I didn't have to say it, Slash. I didn't have to say it. I didn't have to say it. This is game, Kev, this is game 5. Last game of the day. If I'm Zuki's Defiable and Xeno, I maybe want to just fight this. Even if I die, I might want to fight this to make sure this team doesn't qual, this team doesn't get my drop. I don't think anybody can stop Pete at the top of his game. I think Pete, Cold, and Ritual can only beat themselves. But I do think Pollo's team, I do think Clix's team, and even Kanata's team can give them a good run for their money if they're all playing well. Full Rage? No, I don't know. It's just a guess. Simply because we've only seen that once in the history of FNCS. And it was reset. You think they're getting coached by Epic right now? What was the best group to cast? I think Pete's group, to be honest. So what are your top 3 outside of Pete's trio? Acorn's trio, Clix's trio, Kanata, and then maybe Muzz after that. I'm super excited for grand finals. I'm super excited to have all the top teams in one lobby again. Because that's what really makes the difference for me, like enjoying casting and just enjoying entertaining. I don't know if that makes sense. Who wins EU? I have zero idea. I just realized that's Yagvir Koffs in them. Oh no, wait. Wait. Oh no. That's what we were trying to peek at. Quick shots, but that's only a duo here. That's only a duo. Defiable's down. He's trying to fight Seaport, just like I said. They're trying to push this team out so they can't land here in finals. If they do win, that'll be a contested Seaport City. Is it Vanilla, Convict, and Yumi landing here anyway? I'm not sure, Bruce. Probably not. Probably not today, just because it's been a very, very long day. And I believe Thursday. Might have to switch it to Wednesday, but I do have plans to play with some people. For Central, I think it's 3. For EU, I think it's 5. For West, I think it's 1. I could be wrong about EU, though.
Dino's getting pressure by the full trio. Oh my god. Bait and switch. Big shot by Zeno, but even bigger one filed back by the full trio. Dropping the med mist smoke onto two different sides. Even picking up the chug jug down below, but there's only 20 left. Zeno using the med mist, dropped him by his teammate. And they are so far isolated outside. So have a good night, Ink. I know I saw it a little late, but have a good night. Appreciate you for stopping by. Hopefully you have a wonderful night's rest. Yeah, it's top 3 outside of Acorn and Pete. 3 spots. So it'll probably be around top 5. Oh no. Oh no, it's turned around quick. Great damage onto one, but now he's by himself. I was going to say he's trying to drop him into the box, but he doesn't want to reveal his position just yet. Floating around, Mazega's there. Trying to use his old ramp to help him out, but he gets boxed up. Zuki's nowhere to go. Finally finds way into the box, quickly edits down. And this is where he has a chance to try to make the great escape, but shots are still coming in from all directions. He's trying to go on a wild goose chase, cutting back corners, using the little builds he has left to try to survive underneath the stairs, but he gets cut off once more. Finally out of builds and out of time. They are down, but they will still make an appearance into the finals. What's up, Alex? What do we got going down over here, buddy? Launchpad, bat. Oh, they're in shambles here. How many points? Yo, Tactical Sensei, again. Thank you for stopping by. Honestly, from all of my heart, I say this to all of you guys because I truly mean it. You might hear me say it a lot, but I appreciate you for stopping by. I truly appreciate you for chatting. I truly appreciate you for spending as much time as you did, because I know there's probably plenty of people watching this right now, and you chose to chill, so I appreciate that. Is this going to happen? Are they going to chase them around the map? Are they really going to chase them around the map? What's up, Yanni? Why are you hurt? No spoils. Oh, no. They want their spot uncontested in finals. They want uncontested in finals. They've already qualified as well. 250 points with the win in this last game or not. They're going to be at Shifting Sands, or what is this POI called? I don't even know what the POI is called. Shining Sands, Shining Shifty Shafts. Shifty Shafts. Uh-oh. Arc going up. But Chris has such a good angle. Stop anybody from high ground, and they're doubling onto Arc right now, trying to take out the best player first. I like the thought, like the strategy, and look at the splashes. They're going to be able to survive for such a long time in the zone. On this, they have 5 bandages. Wow. You get a bandage, you get a bandage, you get a bandage. Oh, we're out of bandages. We're out of bandages. They're trying to chop down height. Do what they can, but it makes them vulnerable to the attack. School's going to go down. They're all trying to jump onto them. Yagvir's going up over. Arc's going to be the last one live. He gets a nice shot onto one. Kops goes down. He needs the siphon. He needs it bad. Tries to get the shot. Trying to let Kops bleed out. No builds left. And Arc, School, and Sauco have been eliminated from FNCS groups. They will have to go to the last chance qualifier. Oh my god. I think they stick it for LCQ, and we possibly see a roster change if they don't make it. One of the biggest, most aggressive teams in the lobby has just fallen. He still has LCQ. FNCS is not over yet for anybody. Div 1, 2, and 3 can all play LCQ. It is not over yet. I wish success for everybody. I wish everybody that plays the game can make finals, but unfortunately, that's just not the way it works. Hopefully their surges did. They got a good spot in the zone. If I'm them, I rotate to this side as fast as possible. Because if the zone pulls over here, which chances are it will, they're going to have a hard time rotating on over. Every other team will have already beat them on this rotation. I'm trying to see when zone's going to close. Give me a second. Is it even closing? Yeah, it is. I just want to see where zone goes, and then we'll watch sends. I'm not going to say I told you so. If anybody's looking for a coach, you know what I'm saying? I think I might start taking some clients. TG is not alive, Bruce. So they're going to get a good spot in towards zone. Not the highest point on this mountain, but something's better than nothing here. Slick Jules Chicken, 186 points. Essentially could be looking at this team to qualify. They joined this game at 4th place on the consistency leaderboard, and I'm sure there's enough points on the map for the players below them to overtake them. What does typical gamer need to qual? He needs LCQ, brother. He needs a game win in LCQ. But first, he needs to make it there. And I think they'll make it there. But winning a game in LCQ, it's 3 games. It's just a different beast. One more teams having to rotate in from the north. Xenon, A1, Alex. No row in sight, though. 223 points. Again, another team that you look at. I think their spot secured. Yeah, Alex was on high ground and they didn't make it last LCQ. I still believe Alex should have won that game, but again, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Coop and them moving all the way down low towards the side here. Who has this spot? Digital, Script, and Smallzy. 9 points. 9 points so far. There's been some issues. I heard Smallzy's internet or power went out at least one, maybe more times throughout this game. They haven't really been able to get themselves into a little bit of flow state. But with the format, all they need is this last and final game right here. Good shots down below on the side of the mountain. It might be Coop's team back there that they're shooting at. Seeing the zone rotate all the way towards the north. Coop is hoping to use this line of sight for the mountain to make an easy rotation on over. But as soon as he makes himself known around right here, that's where a lot of teams will begin to shoot. So it might be best for him to keep rotating with this team deep into the zone as it opens up. Give themselves space. Give themselves something to work with. Who are we looking for? Who are we looking for? Who are these guys? Vamon. Tranquilo, Jules. Tranquilo. We have a 8-minuto delay. And no spoils. Tranquilo. Paciencia, amigo. Art talking about how he's going to compete at Global. He can't even win being conned in West groups. And now he didn't qual. We don't know if he qualified. He didn't qualify groups, but we do know that. We actually do know that. Okay, let me look this up. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Let me make sure. This is game 4. I'm looking at all the teams on the bubble from top 15. So we'll look at. So it's at about 90 points, 30 points down. AIM, Sens if they're still in it. Leo, Albert, everybody up. AIM, Greaves, and up. That's who we're really gonna be focusing on because they're the ones that have the best chance. We'll take a look at Sens right now. We'll take a look at a couple of teams in and outside of the bubble. Hey, they actually got a good spot over on the other side of the mountain. Please don't go on the mountain. Please don't go on the mountain. Yes! Go over to Mass Meadows. They need to rotate. They need to rotate now. The longer they wait, the harder it's going to be. They're staying back to get Surge. I get the point. But every team has to rotate into you. If you just go, you will get your Surge. And this is what's going to happen. I can tell you right now what's going to happen. They are staying so long right here to get Surge. They're going to end up stacked with a lot of other teams trying to rotate to zone, and that's how I think they're going to go down. Storm Surge deactivates, and they completely make me look like a liar as they rotate immediately as it deactivates. But nope, staggering in the bush yet again. Just go to zone. I don't care if you're 96 below. Just go to zone. Leoa's down. That's a big find, though. That's a big find. But I think it was AIM who actually got it. On behalf of Greaves, they find themselves 15 above, 13 below now. Water Sprite's just trying to heal them. They do have the exotic Chug, but they're going toe-to-toe with Ryan. Riot on the other side. He's ready to fight back. Surge is active right now. Players will start to get eliminated. Not just down as Greaves is going to fall. Ryan's pushing up to try to get that elimination, and he finds another onto AIM. Now Sens is left by himself. And the prophecy comes to fruition. They get taken down, unable really to make it to zone. Told you guys. A1 Alex by himself. Remy, Tenley, and Helly, they were on high ground in game 1. Since then, we have not seen them on high ground at all. Ryan Riot, backside of the zone, finally trying to make a way in. They do have the exotic Chug, so HP is not going to be too much of a worry, but losing your teammates, not one, but both on this rotation is. And then on top of that, you get a max pool. A max pool in this game as Larko's still alive. Remy, Susscript trying to have a game. Remember, win and you're in is the only condition for a good number of teams in this lobby. Others have already secured their spot through consistency, and a few others are still battling through the bubble to try to find their home in the finals. Zafu, Coop, they were on the line. This is the team that started this game in 15th place. The last place on the consistency leaderboard. They just need to be able to hold on and not let too many teams pass them. They don't need a large number of eliminations. They just need to do enough. Seer and them still trying to make their way forward. Trezzy's doing the same thing. Slick, Jules, and Chicken. Even though Slick might have lost his head somewhere throughout this game, it's being held on by just a sliver. Jules trying to heal up. Jules typically could be a playmaker in these situations. Use the minis, dude. Use the minis. Why not minis? It's alright, he's going to use the Chug. Get it back on up. Slick using his extendo head, trying to look up and over some of these covers, but on the other wall, that's Coop, that's Zafu. They're trying to knock on them doors and get their way in. But they're not going to be able to take the bait. Jules, Slick, and Chicken remaining consistent throughout this game, moving to the front side of the zone. Overall on the side, as we got a Leo raid. Shout out Leo, raiding in game number 5 as almost everybody in this lobby pulls max. So it's not going to be easy for some of these guys to try to make their journey on over. For the ones that are quick to act, are going to be the ones that might try to find that most success. Jules, Chicken, Slick following in tandem along with Coop, Zafu, and Fam, Trezzy, Chase, Red Show taking the front side of the zone on the other side. But it's Helly, Tenley, and Remy. They're the ones that are first finding themselves on the high ground. Somebody just got batted over. It might have been Legendary Banana's teammate. No other choice if you don't have the rotation, especially since they had players knocking on their covers on the backside of that zone as Vaman finds another elimination on to Braden, leaving Banana, the Legendary Banana, by himself, trying to be a hero. Word to Peely, it's all on his shoulders to try to survive. Multiple teammates still in this game right now. Digital, Suscript, Smallsy finding 3 eliminations, but they are 295 below the damage threshold. They need more than just damage. They need clear-cut eliminations as Legendary Banana goes down. Down below, they spot out Chris. That opportunity instantly goes outside of the window. Suscript still looking. Almost even seems like a pre-edit might be the thought in the back of their mind. Build's going down. Suscript trying to find his way in. Multiple covers are going to be taken as he backs a couple of those players down. Zafu, Coop, 111 points. Top 11 right now. Once they get in the top 8, I almost want to think they're safe. They still got 2 more placements worth of teams to go through. Exotic Chug Jug being passed around here. Cops, Chris, Yagbear, they took down Arc. They made sure they were not going to get contested in finals, and they're trying to get the cherry on top with a win, but with 1 HP, he slides into the box. Afu goes down. Cops needs the siphon. He needs the elimination. Oh, no, he doesn't get it in time. He goes down, but the damage has definitely been done as Tenley, Helly, Remy, from up above, they go right down below, and that's going to be a decision that Tenley regrets. He goes down, leaving his 2 teammates as solos. He's trying to play Disruptor to the backside of the zone. That's where Coop's trying to heal off. That's the one team they realistically might have to worry about overtaking them on that high ground, especially as we've seen in NA Central that it can work if done correctly. Suscript still fighting with every fiber as being one of the full trios left in the game as they find another elimination. 53 points. That is not going to be enough. Consistency is impossible for them. It's all or nothing as they take down Coop as well. At least he's able to get into the top 4. Hopefully they were able to hang on to their bubble spot and qualify for the finals. But our final 3 teams begin to clash. Digital's going to go down. Suscript lands a good shot onto Flimpy. Smalls, he's trying to go around, but he cannot stand tall anymore. He gets taken down by the duo on the high ground. Suscript trying to stay alive. Yasir Diagalo trying to do the same thing. Not letting that siphon come through, not just yet, because Flinty has not been cleaned up. They're trying to get the elimination, and they do with ease as he runs to the backside of zone. The little builds that left, that looking like it might be his key to success is Helly and Remy. They dropped down low. They waited for this final moment to try to take the clash, but he instantly runs out of builds. The gold splashes, the increased speed, forcing them outside of the zone overall. The water sprite is granting them just a little bit extra time. Helly goes in, all or nothing. He has the chug, but it does not matter. He gets the first knock, gets the shot. Siphon coming through in just a few seconds as Remy finishes off, getting Yasir on the side, and they advance directly to the FNCS finals. Uh-oh. 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 Who got it? Helly, Tenley, Remy. Last game they won. Game 4, Enact, Epic, and Z-Link. Haju, Dala, Bills, and Clux. Ryan, Aiden, and Snow. Mordecai, Zyro, and Manny are going to be your game winners. And then we have Chris, Kops, and Yagvier. First place at a consistency, contested drop spot. They not only won the contested fights, they pushed the team so far out of the drop spot, they switched it 3 times and ended up not qualifying. Then we had Defiable, Zeno, and Zukis for most of the day today. They were one of the most dangerous and one of the most consistent teams. Then we have Jules, big fan of Jules here. Then we have Slick. Then we have Chicken. Multiple top 6 places. They've only had 1 bad game today. Only 1 bad day, which is phenomenal. Then we got Xenon, Alex and Rowe, Braden, Larco's Banana, Commander K, Hearn and Kaizen, Diagalo, Yasir, and Flinty with that 2nd place. They qualify. Seps, Kern, and Matt, Keen, Darts, and Dark, and Coop, Zafu, and Flakes are able to hold on to 15th place to advance to the FNCS finals. Things we love to see. Congratulations, Jules. Y'all played great. Y'all played great. And a 4-point difference. Aku, Yusuf, and Vlux do not make it through the group stages and will have to play the last chance qualifier with every team down below on the leaderboard, including Superstars, Arc, School, and Salco. This is one day, I will say, for Arc, School, and Salco. They will never forget. You guys will never forget. I will never forget. Only points coming through 8 eliminations. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what to say. But my gosh. That was something else. That was definitely something else. All right, let's see real quick who won the prediction. 3 points. That is not going to be enough. Consistency is impossible for them. It's all or nothing as they take down Coop as well. At least he's able to get into the top 4. Hopefully they were able to hang on to their bubble spot and qualify for the finals. But our final 3 teams begin to clash. Digital's going to go down. Suscript lands a good shot onto Flinty. Smalls, he's trying to go around, but he cannot stand tall anymore. He gets taken down by the duo on the high ground. Suscript trying to stay alive. You see here, Diagalo trying to do the same thing. Not letting that siphon come through, not just yet, because Flinty has not been cleaned up. They're trying to get the elimination, and they do with ease as he runs to the backside of zone. The little builds that left, that looking like it might be his key to success. This Helly and Remy, they dropped down low. They waited for this final moment to try to take the clash, but he instantly runs out of builds. The gold splashes, the increased speed, forcing them outside of the zone overall. The water sprite is granting them just a little bit extra time. Helly goes in, all or nothing. He has the chug, but it does not matter. He gets the first knock, gets the shot. Siphon coming through in just a few seconds as Remy finishes off, getting Yasir on the side, and they advance directly to the FNCS finals.